And welcome to House Rules, where we play a very homebrewed game of D&D 5e. Let's go ahead and give a little summary of last week. The floor is yours, you guys.
Oh shoot, there was no prep.
Yeah,
And no one.
Wait,
no one
hang
else
on. Where are we? I don't
On my
know what we're
screen, you're
doing.
just pointing into nowhere.
Yeah. All
By
right,
the
so
way.
a little summary of what happened last time is you guys had engaged with the area around you. You had, let's see here, started off discussing a number of different things, kind of having a little bit of a, not necessarily a heart-to-heart, but a meeting amidst your ragtag group of individuals. You had a number of things you wished to get done. August had left her music box with Gethel, and the rest of you had slept, I believe. Most of you made your way over to Gethel's early in the morning to have a few things taken care of, and the music box that was left in her care was given to Lucian on behalf of August. August had gone out to process some things kind of by the shore. You had made your way back to the area, come up with this plan to sell Lucian back into slavery with kind of the bounty, which was not placed by Bramberly, but by the Baron. But you guys had kind of just like pushed the narrative that direction, and he was like, well, it's easy money, so I guess, you know, my uses are far more than this, but I guess this'll work. And you had made your way into the ship. Meanwhile, August had gone to go see Gethel to retrieve the music box because it was not communicated that the music box was already obtained by the party. August had a bit of a serious breakdown, kind of getting a little vicious against Gethel, who immediately summoned Lucian right as the transaction was occurring. And combat erupted in two separate places, and for about 2 hours we switched between locations as you had two different fights. We ended, finally, with August and Lucian left alone in Gethel Beatrix's kind of place of work. You all had just kind of gotten out of a little bit of a sibling fight. Meanwhile, Lincoln, York, and Zunrith killed one of the goons of Bramberly, and are still fighting Bramberly and one other. You guys are in the ocean-filled captain's quarters of the ship. You can see as the waters begin to rise that what was previously just kind of beginning to soak your feet has now risen up to your knees. You are in difficult terrain. The room is about 15 by 15 feet, if you recall. The desk and all the money, the gold, is down underneath the water at this point. Bramberly looks panicked. And Michael, do you have the initiative order from last time?
I do not know. I do no longer. I know.
All right,
no
so we're gonna re-roll.
I'm pretty sure Lincoln was last. I looked at the chat log and I rolled a 4 for initiative. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any notes on initiative here.
Also, just an additional thing that happened last session. There was an aristocratic family who pretended to be family of Solanine, and Lucian kind of picked up that there was something that was off about them, so he told them that Solanine went over to Valanost and sent them in the wrong direction. So,
I will say you all don't know, even as players, whether they were pretending or not. That is information you don't know. But otherwise, that is correct.
Yeah. They were claiming to be family from Solanine, but Lucian thought that there was something up about them and steered them in the wrong direction.
Yeah, something smelled fishy, and it wasn't because we were in a port town.
Right.
Right.
I don't think that there was anything else specifically in my notes that you didn't cover.
I feel like Zunrith was I feel like it was Zunrith, Yorick, Bramberly, Lincoln. That sounds correct to me.
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah.
and there was still one goon left who I just put with Bramberly. For some
That makes sense because I didn't appreciate much getting stabbed.
All right. So, with that in mind, we'll dive back into things as you all are getting into the water, so to speak. So right at the top of the order, we have Zunrith. You can see that Bramberly is not doing too hot. You've been kind of going back and forth with Yorick at the window, the port window. What would you like to do? You can see that there's darkness that Lincoln cast last time surrounding the door.
Yeah, and that darkness spell is actually centered on Lincoln.
Right.
So it's going to follow him around wherever he goes.
Fair enough.
So to me, is it dark, or is that just it's just to?
It's only a 10-foot radius, right?
Sorry, I should double check. It is magical darkness, so infravision you wouldn't be able to see through, or dark vision you wouldn't be able to see through it.
Yeah. Infravision.
Yeah.
Ah, memories.
I know that's my age is showing. It is a 15-foot radius.
15-foot radius. Okay, so yeah, technically it does kind of cover most of the room. So there's like a two small corners that you can kind of see.
Cool. I think Zunreth.
Put on the spot.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Fantasy of the mind right now is, and I'm trying to picture it, because I'm pretty sure.
I know Zunrith was interested in the gold last time.
Yes.
I will also remind you, Nick, I gave you a potion. I'm not 100% sure if I remember telling you what that potion did.
I don't even remember that, so that's good to know.
I did give you a potion to use.
Okay.
And
Well, right now Zunreth is in the dark, probably. Zunreth is just going to take his command his spiritual weapon that's out, which is the spider.
Right?
To
Oh
just-
yeah, the 6 spider thing. Oh, fuck.
To just scrape against the wall or wherever it is, the nearest contactable piece of the room, and just scrape across it, and he's just going to shout out, "This could be made much easier for you if you simply just came with us."
Make an intimidation check. I'll give you advantage, because spiders are a fear.
That is a 16.
You hear whimpers from the darkness, as a natural 1 is the first roll of tonight
Oh,
from the DM's side.
nice.
Bramberly, you can hear his halfling cries just kind of like muffled and in absolute terror. It like there's sound coming out, but nothing like coherent words or anything like that. You can consider him sufficiently frightened in the moment. He seems to be doing nothing, as he will lose his turn this round. Yorick.
Let's see. I will.
It's all in darkness. He just hears the scratching.
Yeah.
I thought Yorick,
It's
didn't
terrifying.
Yorick jump out of the window already, or?
No, I was in the window. I was gonna jump out, but then the tide of battle started turning, so I stuck around.
I'm out, and I'm in again.
I'm back.
All right,
I
let's go.
am going to cast
Yes.
Fairy Fire.
Okay. That's interesting.
Where?
I can't see anything.
Yeah, you
Um,
can. It'll be on everyone, so everyone roll a dex save.
It's only a 10-foot radius.
Oh, is it?
It's
10
only
foot
a
cube?
10-foot radius.
Is it an actual save spell?
Yes, you have to
Yes.
make a dex save, and I will try to make sure I hit the area where I last believe I saw Bramberly. I don't know why I'm struggling with that
Cool.
name.
All
Okay.
right. Awesome. 19 for my deck save.
This
Nice.
is 15.
And you said Bramberly is gonna have disadvantage. Well, that's a natural 3, so yeah.
Do I need to save as well?
I'll say no because you're in the window. You're far enough away. It's fine.
Yeah, you can aim it more than 10 feet away from yourself.
Yep. Okay, and Fairy Fire. So now it should be advantage and disadvantage if. So it should at least be a straight roll if you try to attack him. And that's my turn.
All right. Hey, there you go. I like it. I like it. So you can in the middle of this darkness, although you can't see anything, for those of you near enough, you can see just this almost faint glow bug type effect that is kind of small, slightly surrounding where you must assume that this
There's
individual
someone.
is. Yep, there's someone, and they're small. They're short. So there's that.
I mean, it would hit all of us, so all of us would have that glow bug effect.
What was
I
your
guess,
save?
right?
What was
What
your
was-
dex save?
Oh, right. I don't know what the saving throw.
Oh,
But
dex.
14.
15.
14 is the save.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
So you're fine. So the only one affected. So with that, we go to
What
the
about
next.
the goon?
The goon is going to. He's
Did
gonna.
the goon make a save?
Oh, that's true. Thank you.
Sorry
Yeah,
to
he gets a
interrupt.
natural 17. No, that's good. He is gonna go over to the door and he is gonna try to wrestle you away from it, Lincoln.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Both of you are at disadvantage, so that'll be interesting. That is a 9 on his
No.
end.
Natural 1 and natural 2.
Ooh, all right. So with that, he kind of grabs you and throws you. You find yourself stumbling a little bit and falling into the water a little bit to where your head just kind of barely submerges. Your whole body just absolutely soaking wet. You all hear a splash, and for Yorick, the darkness now engulfs you and you can't see anymore. Other than, the glow bug person. You can hear the door kind of creak open as it goes open, and a little bit of dragging. You can hear somebody's being dragged, and actually I guess with the globe effect you can see that the person surrounded by that effect is being dragged and moved as they are dragged into the hall about 10 feet. That brings us to Lincoln. What do you want to do?
Alright. Well, Lincoln is going to cast Eldritch Blast on the goon who just threw him, and this attack is with advantage because he can't see him.
Okay, cool. And do you have sight that sees through your own darkness?
Double sight.
Okay, cool. Just double checking. Yeah, go for it. Fucking go for it.
25 for 6 force damage.
Okay. And that's on the goon, you said? Or Brimley? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Nice.
And he will basically make his way across from basically stand across the room from Zunrith and Yorick, so they're not blinded by his darkness.
Okay, yeah. For sure. You kind of move to a place where they can see, and you land that attack. End of turn. We're back up to Zunrith. What are you doing?
Xena's just going to approach the faint glowing little thing, and he's gonna go for a yeah, he's gonna go for an attack, but make it non-lethal.
Okay. Against.
Against not Goon.
Bramberly. Got it. Cool.
Bramberly. Yes.
Go ahead and make it with a spiritual weapon, I assume.
No, this is with his dagger.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So you are closing the distance. You are going to be able to. We'll use all of your movement.
Cool. So that's going to be. I think that's a hit. It's a natural 17.
Natural 17 absolutely hits.
Beautiful.
Actually, just barely hits. Meets beats.
Ooh.
So congrats.
Alright, where's my damage? Oh, okay, cool. That is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Awesome. You strike out, the dagger kind of striking almost just inside the upper rib and just kind of like grazing across, and you can feel it almost hit a little bit of bone. You successfully strike. What else are you doing with your turn?
He's going to hover his spiritual weapon just right next to him and just whisper or try and whisper in Bramberly's ear, wherever he thinks that is, just tick-tock, time's a-wasting.
Okay. As you make your way out, Zunrith, you can see that a figure that you all recognize from earlier is kind of coming into purview. Just around the corner, you can see wisps of blackness begin to come around the corner. Yorick, what are you doing?
I will... No. I will cast a Ray of Sickness
Okay.
onto Nutgoon. Yeah. Yep.
On Bramberly?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make the attack. Is it a saving throw on my end? What is it?
It is a saving throw.
Okay.
DC 14.
That's a natural 15. What was the save?
DC 14, so he does.
Well, what's the type of save?
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. He does succeed on the Constitution save.
Let's see. Yep. Wait. Okay, so that was just for the Constitution part of it. Oh, I make a ranged spell attack. Okay. That was just for the poison condition.
Okay.
So I have to make a
Which is after
spell
the
attack
attack.
on him.
Okay.
Do I have advantage due to the fairy fire?
You do. And you can see because Lincoln moved.
9 plus. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
Darn.
So the sickening ray just kind of shoots wide as you find yourself unable to quite land. Anything else on your turn, Yorick?
No. Nothing else.
Okay. Bramberly kind of comes to, and we'll treat Zunrith as the source of fear, so it'll be at disadvantage, but he does make an attack. That is like an 11. That is not going to hit. So he jabs with his dagger once, goes in for a second strike. Disadvantage as he's recovering. That's a 15 to hit. Does that hit?
Nope.
All right. Excellent. So as he strikes twice, the goon comes right up behind him to try and support him. That's a natural 19, so that's going to hit. And as he swings a club your way, you're going to take 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And he just kind of grits his teeth, preparing, kind of steps in front of Bramberly and pushes him to the side. You can now see that the figure from before comes into full purview, and Lincoln, in a moment, you see Breck kind of arrive to look at you all. and just kind of cocks his head as he makes eye contact with you through the darkness. And in a moment, you know that he can see just as you can.
Okay. He can see me, but he can't recognize me because Lincoln in the previous episode used disguise self to look like one of those, one of the people on the dock.
Darkness is a concentration spell, though.
But disguise self is not.
Oh, is it not? Oh, okay.
Not.
I thought that was concentration. Okay, never mind then. Thank you.
Yep. It lasts for an hour.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, but yeah, it's
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, cool. So with that, kind of looks your direction and just looks a little puzzled. Says, I'll make quick work of this. But before that, Lincoln, you have a chance to respond. As he technically rolled a natural one on his initiative.
Oh, okay.
Lots of natural ones this game.
He is going to cast Eldritch Blast on Bramberly.
Okay.
With advantage. Yeah, I'll start with that. Come on, there we go. Dirty 20 for 1 force damage.
Dirty 20, 1 force damage. Okay. It's such sad damage.
I know. Yeah, and he's going to he's going to basically hide back behind the wall. So he's gonna like get out of line of sight of Breck.
Okay. Sounds good. You get out of line of sight, and we are looking at Zunrith, Lincoln, and Yorick. As far as placement goes, I want everybody to roll me... Roll me an intimidation check.
Six.
9.
Yorick? What'd you get?
Sorry, 7.
7. Ooh, such awful rolls. Luckily, that's actually not a bad thing here. However, as Breck kind of looks towards you, I'll make quick work of this. And you watch as he pulls out his fingers, and this golden flame begins to spiral out of the tips, turns into a ball, and he just points. It launches towards you all and explodes kind of in the center of the room, hitting everyone except Lincoln. So I need Zunrith and Yorick to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh man, that's rough.
He was assessing who the threat was, because he could only get 2 of you.
Still, hang on. I guess, since the darkness encompasses most of the room, are most of us in that small portion that's not in the darkness, or just... I'm trying to get a gauge of the area that we're in.
Yes, so basically what happened was Bramberly was pulled out of the room about 10 or 15 feet by the goon. You ran into the hallway to stab Bramberly. The darkness is with Lincoln still in the room, but he's kind of pushed himself against the wall in such a way that Yorick can just barely see a little bit all the way through. However, not that you know this, but Brett can see through the darkness anyways. So that's what's going on. Is you're kind of frontlining right now.
Okay, gotcha.
Or to your tank.
Okay. I won't change anything, but yeah. Okay, now I have a better understanding.
Okay.
16 for my save.
16, all right.
You said dex save?
Yes.
20, not net.
All right,
Um,
nice.
Do we have temp HP, Nick, from your stuff going on?
You still do. You should have had 5.
Okay.
If your round. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
round
you
would
had
have been through a
5.
couple times. Yeah.
Ooh. All right, as the fireball erupts, that puts us first round at 12, 17, 18 plus. This is a really good damage roll. 20, 22, 26, 31 halved. So that's going to be 15 rounded down because both of you succeeded your saving throws. So as the fire erupts and smolders around you, catching on some of your clothing, singeing the skin, you guys find yourself 15 hit points lower.
Cool. Well, I'm down.
Oh, you're unconscious?
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Is the ship on fire now too?
Yep.
Okay.
Brex saw that everything was already gone to shit, so he's like, okay, well, might as well get rid of these assholes. So,
Well, metal boxes don't burn, gentlemen.
all right, so
That is true.
the fireball erupts around you. It is now burning up. We get to the top of the order. Zunrith, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
That's a pass.
All right, awesome. We got one success for you, Yorick.
Okay. Let me check my stuff. I will go down and I will attend Zunrith, and I will, with my healer's kit, start trying to stabilize him. And if I can, I believe with the healer's kit, I can restore him to 1 hit point.
Okay. So
I don't believe I am with the healer's kit. I don't need to roll to stabilize.
Okay. Sounds good. You use one use of the healer's kit. You get Zunrith stabilized, bandaging him up. That's your action. Anything else you're doing with your bonus action or movement?
Actually,
you used all of your movement. Never mind. But you do have a bonus action. What would you like to do?
Can I see that potion on him that I gave him?
I mean, you know it's there. Give me an investigation check to see if you're able to find it quickly. A reminder that it is not a bonus action for you to administer it to somebody. It is an action to administer it to somebody.
Oh, gotcha.
But a
Okay.
bonus action to administer it to yourself.
Got you.
Also, if you were going to use a healing potion, I wouldn't worry about healing a healer's kit beforehand.
Yeah, no, that was not what I was gonna.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
No, it's just a 17.
Okay, I would
guess
say
it's
yeah, you're
more or less
able to
just
find it,
because that-
but you would only be able to imbibe it yourself this round.
I am not going to do that. I don't think that's the right choice.
Okay. Well,
I will just hold it up to him and be like, "This is a potion of flight. Drink it now. We're getting out of here."
and you're holding it up to Zunrith?
Yeah, I'm just holding it up to Zunrith.
So Zunrith is stabilized. He is not awake. Because healers get stabilized at 0 hit points. They don't actually get you to 1 hit.
Oh, I thought they got me to 1.
I believe that's only if you have the healer feat.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, if Zunrith is not up, then I will drink it.
Okay. You take the
I will
fly.
drink
Oh
it.
man. Oh man. Yorick's
I-
about to try and lift the drow.
Yep.
Gnome strength. Flying speed. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So that's Yorick's turn. We get to Bramberly. Bramberly is gonna note.
Okay, yeah. Yep. That's all I got.
Bramberly is going to reach out towards. Oh, poor Yorick. Whew.
Alas, poor Yorick.
That is going to be a that's a dirty 20 to hit. And he technically does have stealth or sneak attack damage. Uh, let's see here. That is going to be a total of. Here. All right, that is going to be 14 hit points.
I am down.
Well, this sucks.
Bramberly is going to start. He commands the goon to begin grabbing the bodies. And Zunrith and Yorick are immediately hoisted upon the goon's shoulders, who's pretty strong and can definitely carry a gnome and an elf.
I guess it would also be noted that my magical disguise that I had at the time would fade.
Okay, absolutely. It fades, and Lincoln, you hear Bramberly say, "Interesting." They begin to walk away. Lincoln, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, it's really tough when there are no spell charges left. But Lincoln is going to hop out, so he's out of cover. He is going to cast Eldritch Blast with advantage once more at Bramberly
What is the advantage from?
from being in the magical darkness.
Oh! I didn't know you got
Because-
advantage in magical darkness.
If they
Cool.
can't see you, then it's advantage.
Ah, I like it. Okay, fair. I like it. That's a good point. Blinded.
21 with 3 force damage.
21 with 3 force damage.
Uh,
As you shoot Bramberly from the back, you hear breath escape his lungs. How would you like to do this? 30 hit points is the exact hit point count. That was what was left.
all right. So yeah, essentially, there's just this black orb that the other two cannot see because they're currently unconscious. But there's just this luminescent, like light purple energy that just emanates from the center of this orb, and it just goes into the small of his back that just cascades over him and envelops him before he just kind of convulses and dies.
The breath escapes his lung. His body shakes violently. He crawls to the ground. You can hear his body kind of tumbling down the stairs, but you had to look up in order to shoot. What else?
He fell down the stairs like back towards me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. I am going to then use a charge of healing light on Zunrith.
Okay.
So I believe that's a D6.
Okay. Are there any magical visuals of this healing light?
I'd say that very similarly, except it's not a light purple, it's more of a radiant yellow energy that erupts, and it looks very similar to the Eldritch Blast, except it's instead of having this menacing like path, it just kind of causes Zunrith to glow for a moment.
Okay.
And you are healed for 5 points of health.
Nice. All right. So that brings us to the top. We get Zunrith back up, and you gave him his hit points. So
Does Breck do anything?
Breck kind of looks down, and I assume you've kind of come into the doorway to see, and then back,
Yeah.
into cover essentially.
Yeah.
Looks convenient. And he just kind of goes over to Bramberly and is going to kind of begin ruffling through the body. Zunrith, you wake up as Breck kind of walks by. You're currently being carried almost fireman style over one shoulder. Are you gonna just kind of like stay there, or are you gonna immediately like try to get yourself off and draw attention to yourself?
I'm getting the fuck up and gonna go towards the darkness and try and get the fuck out of here.
Okay. You get up and you immediately try to make your way. As soon as you realize you are within combat range of 2 people, so they are going to get attacks of opportunity against you.
Oh, I did not realize that at all.
Because you're being carried by 1, and Breck is moving towards a dead body.
Wait, hang on, hold up. Okay, so the goon was able to attack and then pick us up, like both myself and Yorick, or just me, or...
The goon has both of you, 1 on each shoulder, essentially. So his attack, actually, I'm gonna say he doesn't get to attack. However, Breck would be able to attack you. Who is another tiefling who looks an awful lot like Lincoln.
Okay.
And you
So
can
I
see
wake up
Bramberly's
and
body
I'm
over there.
in this guy's arms.
Yes.
Okay. I guess I have to...
That was going for a loop.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know what to do. My
Roll
hero.
persuasion.
Not my character's thing, anyway.
Get smart
That's
flashbacks.
some Bugs Bunny level stuff.
Oh, thank you for
It
saving me
always
from
works
these
for Bugs
dreadful
Bunny.
people.
Bugs Bunny is clearly an example for us all.
I mean, it's fitting. This group is Looney Tunes sometimes.
Valid.
Uh,
What are you doing?
My spiritual weapon is still up, I'm guessing.
Yes, very much so.
Cool. I'm gonna have it hit the fucking goon that's holding me.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, 19 hella hits.
Dope.
Do you take the daggers like straight to the back, like whoosh?
No. The spiritual weapon. So spider's
Oh,
gonna move
okay, cool,
over
cool.
and just...
I like it. Oh wait, is that no? And that's not concentration. Does it
Spiritual weapon is
dispel?
none. It just lasts for a minute.
Does it dispel if you go unconscious?
I don't think so, because it's not a concentration spell.
Nope. Yeah, there's nothing about it disappearing as you go unconscious.
Well, then
Wow.
that's a DM's ruling, so...
No,
Yeah,
I mean if it doesn't say anything, yeah. Okay.
Lasts for the duration or until you cast the spell again.
Damn. Yeah. So there's just been this weird like floating spider, with bladed hands. I'm like, what the fuck? All right. Yeah. Go for it. What a picture that would be.
So that's 7 points of damage.
All right. 7 points of damage.
Would he drop me at all? Probably not.
Not unless you were specifically trying to attack him in a way that would do so. So like if you were like, I'm gonna attack his arm that is holding me specifically.
I'm trying to like just like hit him in the back hard enough that he would lose a grip.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll incur a some kind of athletics contest for grappling. So go ahead and just he's gonna have disadvantage, and you are gonna have a straight roll.
Gotcha.
You're probably gonna win. He got a natural 1, so.
Oh, I got a natural 2, but that
Oof. Man, this is not the episode of high rolls.
Yeah, so that's a 3. That's
3.
A 3 total.
Well, it's a natural 1, so it's an automatic fail. But he matched you at 3.
Very cool.
Damn it.
Sick. So here I am.
Bonus action.
Bonus action done. I will use my amulet to grab them temporary hit points again.
Okay. Granting them to... Well, Yorick is down, so that actually is not applicable. Cool.
Yeah, so anyone within 30 feet, which I'm guessing Lincoln is not.
Yeah, I think I'm too far away at the moment.
No, yeah. Lincoln's too far.
Yeah, it's not really much more I can do. I'm kind of stuck here. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, that's gonna be Zunrith. Yorick, let's see a death save.
God.
Come on, man.
15.
Good.
Nice.
All right. Success. The goon is gonna take an attack at Zunrith. He sets Yorick down. That is gonna be a 16 to hit against Zunrith.
What? 17? You said?
16.
16. That does not hit.
All right, excellent. He goes out towards you, doesn't hit. That brings us to Lincoln. What are you doing?
All right. So Breck is basically coming towards him, and Breck, he already looked at, investigated Bramberly's pockets, correct?
Mm-hmm. He's currently at Bramberly.
Okay, gotcha. Shoot. Well, Lincoln still has a party member that is down and in trouble, so he is going to once more emerge out of the darkness and cast Eldritch Blast at the goon.
Okay.
25 for 7 force damage.
All right, and yeah, that's how do you want to do this?
All right, very similar. Just this light purple energy emerging from this dark orb, and it just kind of envelops this dude and causes him to convulse and just collapse, with a little gnome collapsing on top of him.
All right. Well, the gnome is set down.
Oh,
Yorick,
that's right.
give me a house roll. See if he lands on you.
Oh God.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I'm letting the dice tell the story.
He takes a death save from the impact.
It's an 8.
An 8. You know what? That's good enough. It's above half.
Okay.
Kind of falls to the side. You can hear the thump of a large Goliath body just hitting the ground. Zunrith, you watch as this purple light just emanates from this body, and as it like shakes and convulses, and that brings us to.
Not done
Right.
yet.
Oh, you're
not
not
done
done.
yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. My last charge of healing light. I'm going to use it on Yorick. For 6 health points.
Nice. Is that a max roll?
Yep, max roll.
Nice.
So that's the bonus action movement. How close is Breck relative to Lincoln right now?
Probably around 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Yeah. So Lincoln is going to call out, "Let's get out of here," and he is going to start heading towards the porthole.
Okay. At this point, the water has filled up sufficiently. It's now at about chest height for you. It's definitely over Yorick's height. Hope you can swim. But yeah, it started to fill up all the way. You make your way over to the porthole. Anything else with your turn?
Nope. Did my movement action bonus.
All right, cool. Brett kind of looks around, and you can see he grabs a few documents off of the body, and like kicks it like down, and you watch as the Bramberly's body kind of falls down, flopping along the steps. And he looks to Zunrith and Yorick with a few documents in his hand and says, "I would leave." And kind of walks by you. Do you take an attack of opportunity? Zunrith or
No.
Yorick?
No.
Zunrith?
No.
Okay.
He's just going to put his dagger on, and he's gonna start swimming over, I guess now, towards the window to get the fuck out of here.
All right. You guys make your way down. combat has ended, and as you all kind of reach the porthole, do any of you look back?
Um, yeah. Lincoln would definitely double check to see what Breck is doing, and kind of, if he's looking back, maybe try to lock eyes with them.
You look back, and Breck doesn't pay you all any attention. You just simply watch his form melt into the shape of Bramberly Stout. And he just walks out.
Okay.
You guys make your way out of the porthole window without too much effort. You guys find yourselves a bit underwater as you take time climbing out, having to swim your way to the surface a bit. But you guys are about 20 feet from shore. Just kind of looking out around. You can see that there are a number of individuals who are looking at the boat. Up in flames in different parts. You can see that a number of people are crying out. There are individuals who have jumped off the ship that are in kind of the waters next to you, who look over at you vaguely what the fuck like, but also they're kind of predisposed, if you will. A number of different individuals. You can see that the ship that you all have seen before of the individuals who dueled you are kind of over just watching and gazing over at it. It's very much a spectacle, and there are a lot of people watching. What would you all like to do?
I would like to try to get away as quietly and not noticed as possible, because I'm already gonna be noticed as a drow, and I do not need that heat on me.
Technically, darkness is still up, isn't it?
It is.
Only
much
in
longer?
that little cube, though, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a 15-foot radius. Concentration is for a minute, so
Yeah.
so
So you've got a little time.
yeah, not much time, but a little.
I would say if you all want to, that it's pretty easy to stay within the darkness once you're in the water.
It's been probably about 6 rounds, so probably 30 seconds left.
Yeah. So you have about 30 seconds. Lincoln, you guys get to the surface. You can hear each other kind of gasp for air. What do you all do? I know, Zunith, you said you're going away. Are you staying in the darkness? This is between you all.
I'm staying in the darkness. I'm gonna real quick cast. I'm gonna give myself a healing word, real quick. But I'm trying to just be as stealthy away as possible. I will stay in the darkness until there's a moment where I can sneak away and be well hidden.
Okay.
Zunrith, do you want my hat of disguise? It'll allow you to change your appearance at will.
He's just going to look at the. No, he's not going to look because he doesn't know.
He just hears Yorick's voice.
I
Yeah.
just hear your voice, and I'm focused on me. He's just not going to answer.
Okay. I will take the hat disguise and I'll redisguise myself as the halfling I was earlier.
Okay.
Lincoln he's gonna look back towards the ship. Are there any indications that there are any prisoners and or slaves that are still on the ship, like they're
Ooh.
manacled or chained?
Oh, why'd you ask? Make an investigation check.
All right. Well, because these are things that Lincoln would
Yeah.
think about right now. Natural 1 for investigation. For a
You
4.
Look at the boat, and as best as you can tell, everyone who was on the boat has made it off into the waters near you.
Okay. All right. In that case, yeah, Lincoln. With that assumption, he will cast disguise self to look like a younger version of this person that he saw, that he previously tried to replicate. So just a younger human,
Okay.
and he's going to start swimming towards the shore.
Okay. Sounds good. You begin swimming towards the shore. You guys hear Lincoln kind of adjusting adjusting his stroke, if you will. I assume you all just kind of follow the darkness along.
And in a few seconds before the spell ends, Lincoln's going to basically submerge underwater to like have the darkness spell like dissipate, and then they'll just rise up. So as it's not, I mean, people will probably be able to figure out that it was them who came out of the darkness, but so they don't see, oh, there's this orb of darkness. Now there's not. There are these 3 people swimming out of there. So
I am gonna have you all, as you begin to swim to shore, and you all kind of follow each other, you do hear one announcement of fire, and I need you all to make dexterity saving throws, as somebody has spotted a giant cloud of darkness and is like, oh shit, what is this thing, and has people firing arrows at it.
another natural 1 for a 3.
Oof.
14 on my dex save.
Okay. Zunrith?
That is 13.
Okay. It is a DC 13, so all of you succeed.
Well, Lincoln didn't.
Except Lincoln. And you all are gonna take, Lincoln, you'll take 6 damage, the rest of you take 3.
Cool. You all, by the way, had 6 temporary hit points, so
Oh, yeah.
I never,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mechanics. Recurring effects. Imagine.
Whoopsies. Yeah. I'm gonna just dive into the water and try to swim out of the darkness and away as unnoticed as possible.
Okay. Why don't you all give me stealth checks as you try to find some way to leave the general area of the darkness spell as it dissipates.
Oh, there we go. Natural 20 for 22.
Same, natural 20 as well.
Zunrith?
I didn't get a natural 20. I just got a not natural 20 though.
Oh, okay.
Already
6
20.
20s. Damn. Damn. Okay, the story clearly wants to go a certain way. You all kind of go underwater and with a look to each other just shoot off into like different directions, like a perfectly coordinated underwater swim team.
Absolutely.
And you guys find yourselves kind of poking up at different spots. Zunrith, you're able to find a place kind of underneath one of the docks, so you're not immediately noticed. You all are able to eventually kind of find your way into town without being seen through this or that, kind of being able to dodge out of the way. I'm not going to make you roll much more for this circumstance. But as you make your way back, I'm going to say the 3 of you kind of find each other. What would you like to do? As you meet up with each other, August and Lucian, actually, let's say the 3 of you meet up. August and Lucian, tell me what you all are up to immediately after. Lucian, you left, didn't you?
I believe August left, and I was still in there, if I remember correctly.
I don't recall, but that's fine with me.
Okay. So, what are you both up to? Either one can go first.
I'm sitting in a destroyed shop.
Yes, you are.
I think I'm going to actually find a stool or a chair, or maybe just lean against a wall and just sit down and breathe for a moment about what just happened.
Mm-hmm. You find yourself just taking a moment to breathe to yourself. August?
So I don't recall if I said this last time, but I definitely would have grabbed my music box.
Mm-hmm.
on my way out.
Yep.
And whatever pieces that might have been remaining, that I could grab quickly and still leave in a huff. Or make my dramatic exit. But after a dramatic exit, I had no plans.
Okay.
So she kind of makes her dramatic exit and probably gets like 20 feet out and then just kind of stands there like, what now? And just kind of, I guess she's probably still very, I guess she's still trying to get herself together, and she's very vulnerable and distraught, but also doesn't know what to do with herself in this moment. So probably ends up just kind of standing there and looking around, like not really seeking anything in particular, but just like almost like trying to find her place, almost like get her bearings both in a literal and metaphorical sense.
Yeah.
So she's definitely like, she's stepped out, made her dramatic departure, stepped out about like 20-30 feet from the shop, and just kind of come to a complete halt and looked around.
Okay. You take a few moments for yourself, glancing around, and as you breathe, you look back towards the shop, just kind of out of the corner of your eye, and the building is not there, just a door that you seemingly came out of.
So the door is still there, but the building isn't.
Yes, the building is completely gone, just a door. You find yourself looking at the town a little bit as well, and you hear this explosion off in the distance, and a little bit of fire erupting from something just kind of far away, over in the direction of the docks.
I would take a minute to pause and kind of look between the two things that have caught my attention. And then headed towards the docks.
You begin walking towards in that direction. Lucian, you take a moment for yourself. You notice that the magic that was encircling this space from a number of things being crushed and destroyed seems to all of a sudden just kind of dissipate into thin air. It's almost like everything around you has lost its arcane touch. It's like a mundane version of the overtly magical place in which you just stood.
Okay. So it's all different now, but I'm still inside a building, or...
Yep, you're still inside the same building. It's just that the items seem to have completely lost any luster that they had. Like, beyond what would be considered normal.
I think he's going to still take a moment to think about what happened, and then something's going to just, it's going to build, and he's just going to snap, and he's going to start getting violent, angry, and start throwing things, basically throwing a temper tantrum.
Okay.
For a while.
Okay. You break yet another number of things. Seems to run in the family. But August, you eventually make your way back. Lincoln...
I think I would start running after a moment.
Okay.
Because of the fiery explosion.
Yeah. Fair.
And realizing that Solanine was supposed to be on a ship, so there's some amount of concern for what the hell is going on at the docks. So after like that momentary slowness, she would pick up her pace and run towards the docks.
Okay, awesome. You begin to pick up the pace, and all of you end up kind of running through different alleys, and you end up just kind of running into each other, slightly bumping and finding each other, halting each other moment. But Lincoln, Yorick, Zunrith, and August, you've eventually found yourself in kind of this alleyway just off of the port.
I'm gonna keep running towards the docks. Like I have
Yeah.
that momentary like, oh, bumped into you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We all end up in the same alley, or are we
Yep.
like kind of in the like, okay.
You're all in the same alley, kind of like bumping into each other. And August bumps in and just without a word continues going in the direction that you just came from.
Well, I don't know that they caused it.
Oh, I
Or-
know. I'm just describing the
We're
irony.
involved in it.
Well, Dunra's gonna just he's gonna put his hood back up and just keep getting away and trying to dry himself off and get as far away from the ship as possible.
August, you're going the wrong way.
There's a fucking fire.
I know, it was on the ship we were on. It was on, whatever the fuck his name was. I don't give a shit about it.
Bramberly.
Oh,
Bramberly.
slave ship. Good job leaving them behind. I'm running.
Okay. Continue to run.
Lincoln will follow August.
I will stick with Zunrith.
Two of you end up together. August and Lincoln making their way over. August, you come to this open space where you can see a number of individuals are looking over the water. Some are stepping back away from the docks. There are a couple of ships that almost look like they've tried to attempt moving away from the ship that is blown afire. You can see it's about half completely submerged. Many individuals are kind of on the shore at this point, all just absolutely drenched. People have brought out towels. This is some major event going on.
I would try to, not pull over. I guess I would grab a person nearby and ask if, you know, what happened. Is there anybody on that ship?
You kind of grab the person next to you who, well, I don't know. Everyone seemed to have jumped off. Would you like to make a perception check or an investigation check?
Sure, I will. I guess I'll make a perception check. Would make sense.
Okay.
It's not at all because I'm slightly more proficient. I'm 1 point better at that. Shoot, I should just use my regular dice, which I will do next time because I have too many windows open and I don't know what I rolled. 5.
5.
Thank you.
Okay. You look on and you're really squinting hard, but between the flames and what's already submerged, you can't get a good guess, but best as you can tell, no one seems to be on board.
All right, I'm gonna run over there.
Okay. You run over there, kind of pushing a few people aside, I imagine, that might stand in your way.
Oh, well, if they're lollygagging, yeah.
Okay. Lincoln, do you just kind of follow August's lead?
He is, but he's going a little bit slower and more deliberately. He's keeping an eye out for for basically his brother, who is now in Bramberly's form. So he is trying not to make himself completely obvious with that possibility.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make your way over, August. You eventually see Lincoln and August both spot this, but there's an individual, short Bramberly, that Lincoln knows. I'm not sure, August, you've seen Bramberly yet. but a short halfling individual with kind of a little bit of a bulbous nose. He kind of is, you can see he's next to a couple of individuals who were just kind of off of the shore. They're all kind of very rattly, my gosh, just very tattered clothing, adorned in rags essentially. And he looks to be trying to give some sort of comfort to them, if you will. August, what would you like to do?
Is
See, all of them are so
on the ship?
What?
Is there anyone left on the ship?
Yeah, you get closer, and it doesn't look like there's anyone on there.
I would be asking.
Oh, that's right. No. I grabbed a few people that were left. We got off, and they all kind of look to each other a little bit. As you get closer, you can see a lot of these individuals, though they're now no longer on there, had pretty, they have pretty red wrists from seemingly where restraints might have been.
Is there any cargo left on the ship?
The halfling kind of looks to you.
Of the
course.
breathing sort?
No. It's not cargo. It's a very tense situation. Doesn't really say anything more.
Can I insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
$19.
19. Seems to be telling the truth. You also notice some inconsistencies, particularly you, Lincoln, in the voice, as Breck seems to be trying to speak as Bramberly and is finding it difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just going to kind of hang back a good 5 feet or so and just kind of look around at the other people kind of gathered around and try to not look like he's staring at them.
Okay. So you're able to do so relatively easy. There's a lot of people around. Are you looking like somebody different now? I know you were already looking like somebody different, but different from that.
Yeah,
Different.
basically he recast disguise self to like basically a younger version of the person he already was. So
Okay. Just to kind of keep it easy, but yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, he'll kind of go to a few different pods of people and just kind of look, see if there are any who need medical attention, and maybe just try to administer first aid if there's anyone who really needs it.
Yeah. You kind of go around. There's a couple of individuals with pretty severe burns from just not being able to get out of the flames fast enough before they really cause issues. You're able to kind of help out with that. A few people seem discomforted or seem in need of some kind of comfort, and you provide kind of a space for that. August, you have this group of people in front of you. Do you do anything more, or?
No, if everybody seems convinced that no one is there, I'm gonna back away from the docks. Thank you, Bilbo.
Okay. You're able to do so. Lincoln.
Yeah, is August seemingly going in a particular direction where Lincoln might be able to figure out where she's going, or is she just kind of...
she has no clue where she's going. She's just getting off the docks.
Gotcha, okay.
You know, because I'm assuming they're also wood.
That's a good point. Yeah, Lincoln will just kind of quickly shuffle towards her, and try to walk alongside her and says, are you okay?
Do you him, by the way? Do you sound like Lincoln? Because you don't
Yes.
look like Lincoln. Okay.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
A random person comes up, sounds like someone you know.
Are you
what
okay?
the fuck?
Yeah, it sounds like Lincoln. And yeah, that's a good point. Lincoln will.
Well, I think I could put 2 and 2 together because we had talked about disguising some of you guys, and you were with the others. But at the same time, knowing whether or not you sound like Hugh would also help.
Yeah, exactly. No, that makes sense. Yeah, he sounds like himself.
Okay.
Are you okay?
That's a very complicated question.
I understand. I'm sorry. Lucian, he was with us and then he just disappeared.
I know where he went.
Oh, you do?
He's alive.
That's good. Yeah, we weren't sure if Bramberly had done something to him, so
Oh no, that was Gethel Beatrix.
I see. Well, yeah. We obviously didn't want to destroy the ship, but there are different ways to get to where we want to go, but there's only one of each of you, so all things considered, we made the best of a bad situation.
I look pointedly at the burning ship and look back at him. I go, did you?
Well, the fire was not our doing.
Well, apparently everyone got out, so I don't know if that makes it any better. Yes, it makes it better.
It does. Just so
Why
you know,
are you
that
following me?
well, because we keep getting separated, so we don't know where each other is at any point.
Go follow Lucian or something.
Very well. He will just say, that was not Bramberly you were speaking to, by the way. But
I don't know who the hell I was speaking to. Could have been fucking Fred, for all I know.
he,
Fred is the secret big bad of this campaign.
I should have said what was his name? Blake?
Blythe.
Blythe.
David
I
Blaine.
should have said fucking Blythe.
David Blaine is in this campaign. Holy shit!
I could have been talking to fucking Blythe for all I cared.
very well. And Lincoln will just start making his way back to the inn. First of all, because August told him to go elsewhere, but also because his disguised self will eventually run out, and he doesn't want to be anywhere near Brack.
You make your way into town. Eventually, we'll say you all find your way together, unless anyone has anything they want to do.
I'd like to finish my temper tantrum.
Zunrath is getting the fuck out. He's not going back to just a tavern. He is, he's gonna go to the outskirts of town. That's his direction right now.
Well, you all, it's a collaborative game, so I have to find some way for you all to meet. So wherever that is, you will eventually find each other.
Yep.
Unless you have unless you intentionally want to do something out somewhere. Lucian?
Lucian will get up. His anger is now calmed from his physical demeanor and is in his eyes as he steps out of the door with his sword out and on fire. He is walking very pointedly with purpose towards the port.
You walk towards the port.
Also, I sent you a ping. Just answer yes, no on that real quick.
Okay. Oh. Maybe later.
It's not for what you think.
I need to look at it before I
Okay.
say yes or no. It's character creation question, essentially.
There you go.
But
Okay.
you make your way out. You eventually find yourself going into an alleyway where Yorick and Zunrith seem to be just kind of you guys are there. You make your way over to the port.
So I meet them in an alleyway.
Yep.
I'll pause. Well, you
Zunrith
don't look
looks to
too
be drying
healthy.
off. Intentionally.
You don't look too healthy.
What the hell happened to you?
Magic, mumbo jumbo. I'm pissed right now. I'm gonna go kill a halfling and steal a ship.
The
What are you doing?
halfling's already dead and the
Halfling's
ship
dead.
is sunk.
I need to kill something right now.
Please don't. The whole city's on high alert right now. Best thing to do is get away from the port.
Yet we still need a boat.
There's not going to be any ships probably doing much today. The whole harbor is a frenzy.
Sounds like a good time to get a boat.
Okay.
Well, we can either book passage with the money that we don't have, or we can go steal one with a crew.
That's fair.
Zunrith, what do you want to do?
I'm leaving. I don't know about all of you. At this point, don't really care because I know exactly who's getting blamed first thing when this starts to go around. And I'm not going to be waiting any longer to be that person.
Agreed. We should leave.
Great.
Okay.
I'm heading out of town, away from the shipyard. If you would like to join me, fine. But that's where I'm going.
Let's meet on the outskirts of town here in a couple hours.
Will you at least not go so far that we can't meet up with you, Zunrith?
I will make no promises.
I will give Zunrith the other of my sending stones that August has the other one too. Hopefully we should be able to find each other again. Use this, try to get in communication. I think August has the other one.
Sure, alright. I'll wait for 1 hour. That's how long I'll give you.
We'll be there.
Alright. Fine.
All right.
Find everyone else.
All right.
Um,
So, you all eventually find your way to the outskirts of town after about an hour. You all meet up.
Oh, yeah, there's
Much
gonna
of
go
the-
do it. Yeah, we're gonna go get people from the harbor
Yeah.
first, and
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You grab each other. Eventually make your way to
Are
All
you
right.
gonna tell me where we're meeting?
Yeah. I was going to go to the harbor, get you, and then potentially steal horses and/or buy them in the chaos. But so
If you want to steal horses, go ahead and roll for it.
at least a wagon. You can steal a wagon. Wagon's better than horses,
Yes,
right?
and then
Right.
drag the wagon by yourself, right?
With a horse. Like, it's horse and wagon,
A
or
horse and a wagon.
we need. Hold on. We only need like 4 horses, right?
Lincoln would be going to the outskirts, not participating in stealing a wagon.
4 horses or a horse and a wagon.
Lucian's like, hey,
Stealing
let's
it
steal
without
shit.
me.
Everyone's like,
You're stealing it
no.
without you. You're not coming.
Rogue
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. I'll go buy a horse with good looks and wagon.
It should be so easy for you.
Sure.
All right. With that, let's go ahead and we'll take a short break.
That was
Any
literally
ration
the
that
first
we-
thing
The
we
first thing we
did in
did.
town.
Why didn't I write mine down? How many do we get?
20 rations plus whatever you managed to keep from last time.
Yeah. No, that was the first thing we did when we came into town.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Okay. I seem to recall that, but I didn't had nothing trained down. Like I.
we'll
was
be good
out.
for a couple weeks, like
Okay.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Right.
I forgot to write that down too.
I moved to my living room, just because my office butts up against my
Oh, yeah,
neighbor's
you're fine.
bedroom. So
All right. So,
still trying to get everything right.
you all have things set out for you. And you all are outside the outskirts of town. There are people who've started to leave the site. You can kind of see off in the distance, but by and large, you guys are on your own. What would you all like to do?
So, Lucian, what happened?
Oh,
Yes, I would
magic.
very much like to hear what happened, considering you almost got us killed. So,
Well-
what happened exactly?
Well, our good friend Gethel bippity boppity me right back to her place where my sister, or Augustine, was having a mental breakdown and refused to reconcile herself. And afterwards, I came back and the ship was on fire. So.
Yeah, Lincoln's looking over at August.
Yeah, I'm just looking at August. Just going from the conversation they had last night to now. It's just.
Right.
Right.
Because I'm an emotional woman and you're just Mr. Perfect Man. That's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna insight check this whole interaction between Lucian and August. I wanna see what are they withholding
I
things?
was just hysterical.
And
Like women get.
And I'm just a stone-faced bastard who looks like him.
That is a. Ooh, that's very nice. That is 24.
They're both being pretty bluntly honest, actually. I mean, there's a lot of tongue in cheek. I mean, I feel like it's kind of, it's one of those things where reading them is not difficult.
The resentment is tangible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Okay.
sure
I was
it's-
making sure.
If you can't see, I'm crossing my arms, as is August.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's crossing their arms.
Just
Everybody's mad here.
Yeah. Well, okay, well, we weren't sure what happened with you, so we thought that Bramberly had
Right,
cast a
he's
spell on
fine,
you.
as you can see.
Right.
And he's grateful for your concern about him.
Well, let me rephrase.
You know, other than the person who you didn't inform that you were going to go onto the ship and start the plan already, even though you have a stone that connects me directly to
Wait,
you in
you-
communication.
You all didn't tell her about the plan either?
The plan kinda got jump started whenever Bramberly literally approached.
Oh, no. You didn't even tell me you were going on the damn ship.
We were hoping.
I went out for the morning and took a walk because I needed some air. And then you guys decided you were going to go on without me, which is fine because that's how most of my life has went.
We were hoping to find you along the way. We weren't trying to leave you out.
Oh, yeah, and that's why you boarded the ship without me?
When Bramberly approached us,
No, it's fine. Lucian is good enough. Right? He's all you really need.
This is why I don't talk to surface dwellers. Oh my goodness. Okay, look.
Did you not see us?
It's not like you invited me or spoke to me.
I'm just saying you want to be angry at us. That's fine, but this is a two-way street of communication. You could have come up to us.
Elfhega, tread carefully. And continue.
I'm just saying. When he disappeared, and we didn't know what happened, we thought that he had tried to trick us or trap us, so combat ensued. And through a combination of magic, both from myself and from my brother, the ship has been sunk. Bardly was killed, and my brother has decided to take on his identity. For what reasons, I don't know.
Okay. We're going to hash this out. Come on, we're going to get away from town, and we're going to find a clearing, and we're going to make camp, and then all of you are going to hash some fucking shit out of what is going on. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only one stuck here who has no business with any of this bullshit that I've been dropped into. So, if you're going to, I don't know, require me to follow along, which if you don't, that's fine with me, I don't give a shit. But if you do...
We haven't wanted you here since the very beginning.
Beautiful, then I'll pack my bags.
Thank
Oh wait,
God.
I don't have any. He's gonna just start walking down the path.
Zunrith, I'd rather enjoy your company as opposed to some of these other fools.
Go back to your little hovel underground and pretend you're better than the rest of us. I mean, that's what you like to do. Go, little mole man, go.
Watch your tongue. Earthworm.
Earthworm. I'm not the one who crawls around in the ground.
No, you're just the one who bastardized themselves for a dragon.
He's going to backhand August.
Lincoln is just gonna back up and just kind of sit next to Yorick, because Yorick is the only one he expects not to get involved in any fisticuffs right now.
I think Nick needs to roll to attack.
Yeah, I gotta roll an attack, huh? Woo!
Hold on, I don't remember my AC anymore.
I don't remember my +2 attack.
Okay, I remember. Okay, there's my AC.
Okay, well it probably doesn't hit, because I only rolled an 11, so, and I'm not proficient, I'm guessing, so 14.
It's a 16. Is my AC.
Cool. I don't know what, I still try to backhand you, I don't know how it fails, so.
My best guess would be that I dodge out of the way. I really do not want to get into one of those, like, August does not want to get into one of those little slap fights like this.
Okay, cool, he's just gonna draw his knife then.
Oh, good, good.
No, none of that. If you guys
I'm
want to
gonna
punch
draw
him
my
out,
rapier.
That's unnecessary as much as I
This is not hashing it out.
would love.
if you guys want to have a fist fight over it, I'm all for it. Don't leave your
If
weapons.
we're going to
No
fight,
one
that's fine.
listens to you, tiny little man, now shut it!
I will just stand right in front of him. Not drawing my weapon or anything, I'm just standing right in front of him, in between the both of them.
Is this supposed to stop
Don't worry,
you
we can
from
fight
fighting?
over him.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is Lindsay.
He's just standing there.
I was just picturing it, I'm sorry.
I was too, that's why I was laughing.
I'm gonna stand between
No,
them!
but like, I can...
And also 5
You
feet
are
below them!
We're all going to hell!
Sorry. That was not what I meant. That's not what my character does. Lindsay was just picturing.
I don't know, Luke. I was with you. I was convinced. I was like, York is projecting much taller than he really is. Like, I was ready to give him the dignity of the moment. I was ready for it.
No dignity.
Nope,
Like,
Zunra's not gonna give that.
they're both tall. Like, Zunrath is like, what, 6 feet something?
He's like 5'11". It's still tall
Very
enough.
average.
Really tall for a drow, and I think I'm pretty tall.
Yeah.
Cal, you should know that Yorick gets no dignity.
I just stand
I give you
here.
dignity. You have dignity with God.
I just stand there and I'm just like, have your fight then around me.
You have
I don't-
dignity in my heart, Yorick.
I just stand in front of Zoom and I'm just like, have your fight then. But I don't think you kill innocent people either who haven't drawn their blade either.
I am literally looking at August, who has a rapier over. Just, you're right. I don't, and I'm going to just lunge at August.
Okay.
All right.
I am staying in the way, so he has to fight around me.
Between his backhand and his lunging at me with the dagger, would I have had an opportunity to have some sort of action at all?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would like to bonus action dodge.
Okay.
That
All right.
would be my action.
Impose disadvantage. Got it.
I will also be taking the dodge action. York is not stupid.
Okay.
Good for you, Yorick.
Lincoln's just watching from a
Please don't
distance.
die.
Really trying not to.
Okay, well that was still at least kind of better. That's natural 13 plus. Jeez, I'm so bad at combat.
No, that's fine. Fight the rogue. It's fine.
Listen, you don't have any allies in this fight.
Doesn't need allies in this
18.
fight.
18 does hit.
That's 5 points.
Okay.
I was about to say, rogues are burst damage dealers.
Yeah, the issue is that I'm also really low from the whole thing with Gethel and Lucian, so...
Yeah, with our
Everyone is
level ups.
low. Literally, no one
That's
has
Yeah,
any
like
hit
literally
points.
everyone is low
If
right
this
now.
is how we TPK, I mean, it only seems...
Oh gosh.
It only seems right.
Campaign
I'm-
4, everybody.
Hey guys, I'm fine.
Yeah, Lincoln actually has full hit points, but he can't do shit without. He just has his cantrips.
Listen, I'm still doing pretty okay. I healed myself
Well,
after the
la-di-da.
fight.
Lucian and Lincoln must fight each other then.
Oh God,
The
no,
L game. The L fight.
This is just a long campaign lead up to Yorick just being an NPC, just traumatized by the events around him.
Yorick becomes a necromancer, raises the whole party, and is basically dad. You can't do this.
This is
No fighting. I'm in charge.
All right, I'm going to attack and then dodge. So let me use my dice over here. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I guess I didn't use my bonus action, but I'm not
Oh,
gonna
sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just gonna healing word myself again.
The group
You
name, the
bastard.
SST, Self-Sabotage Troop.
I thought we were daddy issues.
yeah. What's it?
That's what-
TDI. Yeah, Team Daddy Issues. TDI.
Team daddy issues, because that's what's like instigating all of this, really. That's only a 9 to hit, which I'm assuming does not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a no.
Okay, bonus action dodge. Oh wait, you know what? No, sorry. I thought that was something else.
And technically, you can still get, because of your fancy footwork, you can still get sneak attack when you land.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still learning some of these things.
Basically, you don't have to have another person next to a target, so long as you don't have multiple people attacking you. So as long as it's a duel type situation, you still have sneak
Okay.
attack damage, even if you don't have advantage.
Okay. Well, that still didn't hit. So,
Right? Yeah.
Dodge.
Okay, Zunrith. Go. This is your combat, so
I will be imposing disadvantage on them as much in any way possible that I can on both of them.
Well, I think you're gonna use the help action once per initiative, so you gotta pick.
yeah, you gotta pick.
Yeah,
your
it's
side.
his turn. It's actually Yorick's turn.
Yeah. Who are you helping?
He's jumping up and flailing his arms.
Which side are you on?
Stop! Stop!
Okay.
This time I'm imposing disadvantage on August.
Oh, good. Good.
Good.
That's
Oof.
fine.
How much health do you have, by the way?
Do it. Do it.
Not a lot.
Do
No.
it to the only woman in the group. That's cool.
Ooh.
Also the black one.
Oh.
Take that out of the video.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
I see
gosh.
what side you chose.
We're about to be canceled.
Wow.
We really rocking it here tonight.
That's fine.
He's just going to take the dodge action and he's just gonna be ready to fight still. Just watch your tongue, or you might get stepped on like the rest of the weeds.
Zunrith, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, he said he took the
He
dodge
took the
action.
dodge.
Yeah, I took the dodge action
okay.
and then said
So
that.
I'm-
So August.
I'm trying to decide what to do here since he didn't attack with his action. And I also recognize that I am not in good shape at all.
Augustine, you look like you're struggling. Are you waiting for the hero to save you?
Watch your tongue, or I'm going to cut it out of your fucking mouth.
Oh, that wasn't directed at you, but I do appreciate the warning.
I know who it was directed at.
What are you trying to accomplish here, Lucian?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction from watching your sister fight someone?
That's not exactly what it's about.
Disengage bonus action. I'm leaving.
Cool. I'm also leaving. I guess we just walk away from each other.
Hopefully not that awkward, like in the same direction where it's like, hi. It's like,
Oh yeah, no. That would be
Oh, this way
so
Okay.
awkward.
So to the west is the town and the water.
no.
North, east, or south, or a combination. Where are you going?
Where are
You can see woods starting to expand over some rolling hills to the southeast. To
No,
the
you know
straight
what? I'm
east,
going
there
to
are
the town.
mountains.
I'm going to the town.
I'm going to the woods.
Well, that wasn't a very productive hashing out.
No, it was not.
Well, I mean, decide to start targeting them, mediary, I believe, even before you start having the whole hashing. These kind of things do tend to happen.
Well, you weren't exactly acting as a good mediator yourself.
Never said I was.
What the hell happened back there?
I wouldn't say family bonding, but, close to it.
And I know it's not my business, but that's how you talk to your sister?
Well, after all, she said she's not my sister.
You believe that?
In the way she was speaking of it, yes. Apparently, I'm not good enough because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But in every other regard, I am perfect and good enough.
You ever get the idea that maybe she doesn't like you because you are perfect in every other regard, if that even is true?
Here's the deal. I learned from my dead sister how to conceal myself very well and how to appear a certain way. I'm not as good as she was, but I can be the porcelain doll if I need to. One that might be a little chipped and not as perfect as it could be, but I could be one. What I need to be when I need to be it.
How long had it been since you last saw her?
2 or 3 years.
Do you want to go another 2 or 3, possibly longer this time? Because you're pushing her away.
And she's pretty set on her mind and going facing the Baron alone. Does that really seem like a good idea?
This is just a spat at the moment. At least I think it is. We're both going to end up in the same place eventually, unless she gets herself killed.
Why even take that chance?
She seems resourceful enough. After all, she sold her soul to a dragon. But I guess
Possibly that was because you weren't there to protect her. Maybe she felt she had no choice.
because I wasn't there.
I'm just saying that you and August seem to have some sort of bond and trust and love that my brother and I don't have. I don't think that... I don't want to see the two of you go down the same path my brother and I have gone. And sometimes it is important to try to reconcile your faults while trying to mend what you have between those you love. And I'm pretty sure that Yorick and I and Zunrith are the last ones she would want to hear from. But you know her better. I just don't want to see what happened to me happen to you.
Family can get messy. I know all too well. It's usually better to make up while you can.
Interesting. Well, I don't know about making up. But I'll think on that. So I'll go deal with that. If you get Zunrith back. Because, honestly, he's probably the most honest bastard around here. So I'd appreciate to have him a little bit longer. So I deal with this mess. You go get that one.
That is fair.
Fine.
Fuck. Ugh. I'll turn around and start walking towards town.
And Lincoln will go to the southeast towards Zunrith.
We'll go to Zunrith.
Lucian, you make your way into town, kind of following August's trail. August, where have you gone?
probably back to the docks if it's not completely in chaos anymore.
You begin to make your way back to the docks, kind of reaching just about maybe 40 or 50 feet from shore when Lucian catches up with you.
What the hell do you want from me?
I want you to leave me alone.
So you can go get yourself killed eventually without any help.
You're welcome to help if you want.
I am. Since when was that an option? I thought I was supposed to handle this by myself.
What do you want from me?
I want you to be safe.
You certainly didn't act like it back there. And you certainly haven't acted like it before.
Before now?
Before now, yeah.
I thought under the circumstances you wouldn't ask for help unless you needed it, but I see that things have changed. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, it just doesn't matter.
Then what does matter?
What matters is our siblings being used in death.
I agree with that, but at this point, I don't see you being any help. Just gotta do things for myself, like I always have.
I didn't know where you went. You were just gone one day. I could have helped. I just didn't know. Just like everyone else who were just suddenly gone. And I don't know if I believe the whole you were married off to some wealthy nobleman. Of course I didn't believe it, but I still hoped.
Obviously, that was a lie. No one would marry me. Anyways, you didn't have to say anything in front of other people back there. It was between us.
All of it? Okay.
Yes, I said some cruel things. But you've only just proven my point. No, we're not brother and sister. And I think we've proven that.
You've called me nothing but human. I think, at least I hope...
Unfair, I've called you half-breed.
Yes. I think half-breed is preferable, though.
At least one thing we can agree upon is humans have proven themselves rather deplorable. At least in my experience.
Is my... the hope of my father was that everyone is something more than they are, regardless of species. Now, I don't know if that's just stupid optimism, as it might as well be, because after all, he is dead.
I'm glad you can have it. I was not taught any different than to expect a man to be my hero. So thanks for airing that in front of the other. In front of the other people.
I was being rash. I'm sorry. I opened up and all I wanted to do was hurt, and it didn't matter what direction. So. I was having another stupid moment that I thought I was superior than everyone else there. I could fix the problem after I let it play out a little bit.
It can just be difficult for me sometimes. Because even if you are a half-breed, you know, the Baron taught me that you still are superior. Because you do have human blood, and that's obviously superior. And you're a man, so that makes you superior. So it can be difficult for me sometimes to think differently. You know, it's difficult when you say those things.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think. And it's really hard for me not to think that way.
I fight against it. I'm sure you've heard me tell Zunrith and others that I think all blood is just blood and blood is equal. That all should be seen as the same level. And it's what I say, and it's what I tell people, and it's what I really hope that eventually I can believe fully, but still in the depths, being brought up in that house, it's hard to not let that show through. I don't want to get better than anyone else. And the reason I never went back after everything to claim my title or the land or anything that was promised to me is I didn't want to be superior. Everyone else I had known, and loved, and cared for. But it was a family made for show. Or the people I saw in Ugnaught who just disappeared. They were considered lesser and disappeared. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't want you to disappear again.
I just feel so confused all the time, Lucian. What I've been taught is it's hard to overcome, you know? And it's difficult for me to know how to not depend on you. It's difficult for me to understand my own personhood in a way. You know, to him I was subhuman. And I know it's not fair to put everything on you. I don't know how to trust myself either. And I don't know. You know, you can talk about the dragon all you want, but I don't know how to not be subservient to someone. As a woman, that's all I was taught to do. I didn't... It was just out of leaving. I didn't know what else to do. And I still don't know what to do. No, I wish you hadn't said anything in front of them. Because I'm still learning how to not be subservient to them too. I don't know how to be a person sometimes. I'm sorry for saying those things to you. That's what I was taught. I wasn't ever taught to be my own hero, but to wait for a man to do it for me, and so... Sorry. I'm sorry, I know it's a little pressure on you. But every day, I'm fighting it. And then we started traveling with those men, and it's... Every day I'm just trying to be a person with them. And not woman, as I've been taught. And I know You must have gone through horrendous things that I could never imagine at the Baron's hands. But,
I know.
and I never went through that physical abuse, and I'm sorry.
I know, it's... You don't need to worry about that. You're your own person. You don't need to worry about me or the things you thought. You're here where you are now. And I'm here. And you don't belong to anyone. Sure, you have one or two chains on you from the past, but we'll break those. And not I'll break those, we will. You'll do it, and I'll help. We'll do it together. I mean, if nothing else, I can support you in that way. But I can't just... I'm not just going to... I guess put you under my rule or something. No, I don't want that for you.
Better you than his.
If that's something... We'll deal with his. And then you choose what you wish to do. But I think the first thing we need to do is take care of the ones we love. And then we'll help ourselves be ourselves.
I
Now,
agree.
I know I'm not the most we'll say I'm relatively oblivious on many fronts. But I can talk a good game and act like I know what I'm talking about. But it's all thanks to Eglantine and your help. Having to survive with my stupidity. So we did this together, and we'll continue to do this together.
I mean, we're the only ones that are left.
Well, there's always hope for Leviathan, right? He just disappeared one day.
That's what we were told about them all.
I don't know. I just never got a cover story from him, so I thought maybe he actually made it. Here's to hoping, though, right?
Her optimism is much greater than mine.
I have to be optimistic. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead in a bloody ditch. And not from anyone else's hand. So...
I'm sorry I said you weren't my brother.
I'm sorry, too.
You're the closest thing I've ever had to one.
You as well. About a sister, you mean? What do you say we get a drink before we head back?
Oh, God, yes. Lots of them.
Yeah.
I want you to have to carry me back to fucking Zunrith. And then I'm going to give him the backhand of his life. And I, will probably miss. But but don't tell me if I do, because it would still feel very good and very real in my mind.
We should do that. But we also do need to... I'll let you have that one, but future, we'll try to make friends with him.
Absolutely not.
Come
He is vile.
He's the most honest person we have in our little group.
Absolutely not. He's a fucking liar about fucking everything.
Yes, but
He lies
you know...
about things that you don't even need to lie about.
But
He'd
you
be like,
know that
"Are
he
you
is. That's
having
what
a
makes
good
him honest.
day?" And he'd be like, "Fuck no," but he's actually having a decent day.
You
He
don't
would
have...
lie just for the hell of lying.
Alright, you need more alcohol to have this conversation. Let's go to the inn.
The two of you walk towards the inn. As the sun starts to set, Yorick and Lincoln begin to catch up with Zunrith, who kind of breaches just into what looks like a small wood nearby. Little frosted. It is still pretty cold out. You guys aren't that far south yet.
Okay. Yeah, Lincoln's just kind of like bundling up. Hey, Zunrith, come back here, please.
For what reason?
Well, just so we can talk and we don't have to run and talk.
He will slow his gait. He won't stop, but he will slow down so
Okay.
that they can catch up.
I'll
Okay.
sprint to catch up.
I'm not stopping, but I'll slow.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Lincoln will just pick up his pace, similar to Yorick, to just try to catch up. Hey. Look, I'm sure that there's nothing I can really say that will win you over. I know we're not, friends or anything, but we'd like you to stay with us. We've helped each other. We've made it through some nasty things, and we could use your help. That's the long and short of it.
It seems like you all are capable on your own.
For what reason makes you think that? Just because one person yelled and snapped at you?
No, but it seems like you all aren't a fan of me. I'm not a fan of you. Doesn't seem like it would make much sense for us to continue pursuing friendship.
I would like to
That's the
insight
case.
check Zunra saying that he's not a fan of any of us.
Roll a competing check, Zunrith. You can do it to DM.
I'm
if
not.
you wanna
I'm not
keep it
going
secret.
to. I'm not going to. I
Alright.
just want to see what he gets.
No. 2.
Do you want to use that inspiration?
Oh man. Let me check.
Use my inspiration.
Yeah,
Take
no.
it. I want to
will use
know.
the inspiration. I will use the inspiration. I got it. I'm gonna burn the inspiration that Cal gave us like a session ago. It's not much better. 8.
He is indifferent. He has other things on his mind.
Well,
Come on, Zunrith. You wouldn't have hung around with us for this long if you didn't think that we weren't gonna end up on the same path at some point.
I need to get back to my city. You all seem to be going in a completely different direction. I will call a spade where it is and say that this relationship probably won't last very much longer.
well, you seem to enjoy calling a spade and pointing out what we are and how we are different from you. Won't you miss that?
No, I think you guys are all ugly all the time.
But you don't want to go back to the city as you currently are, do you?
He's gonna slow to a stop at that. No, I don't.
So, you at least have an opportunity here. Why not take the abuse a little bit longer?
What opportunity do I have?
You clearly have a relation with the Mistress of the Veil.
Yes, and it
Right now,
seems
I'm
like
the only
from our
one who
last
can-
conversations you have no interest pursuing them. In fact, you seem all rather scared of her.
Well, I have to pay her back no matter what. I have to deal with her no matter what. And last I checked, you can still collect on what you were promised, can't you?
So what? Am I being used as some form of defensive collateral in case things go wrong for you?
No. I'm just pointing out that there's opportunity here for you.
For what it's worth, I plan on meeting up with the mistress as well. She has Mahar in indefinite servitude, it sounds like.
Pardon me for not understanding, but I still don't see where there's an opportunity for me. I mean, if you could find the Mistress of the Veil on your own, there's no reason why I can't. And there's no reason why I can't just deal with my issues on my own, so to speak.
Won't it be easier? Just won't it be easier? I mean, frankly, won't it be easier? To do it with us? To have some help?
Well, so far, if the bickering continues, then I don't think so, no.
Well, that is something that we need to address. And I think that it would be best if we can, as he said before, hash it out. But preferably not with blades drawn.
Somehow, someone that you said is connected to you almost randomly showed up and got us killed. I don't know if that necessarily is also playing. Unless you plan on spilling all the beans on your insecurities that will, inevitably end up killing us.
I'll tell you what I know.
Let's hear it. He's just gonna cross his arms and just sit under a tree. No, just lean against a tree and just wait.
All right.
A story's still a story, though.
Why do I need to tell you my story?
We don't want the full thing. I just want to know just a simple answer. A story for a story.
And you have no reason to know that. You're asking me back. I'm not asking you to take me.
That's fair.
Fine.
The person we saw on the ship is my twin brother Breck. I've not known him I've not seen him for 7 years since he and my father conspired to get me sent to prison, but not before they killed Mahar's mother. And I don't know why my brother has such resentment towards me. And it's been 7 years, but he's tried to kill me since we were teenagers. So, I want to find out why he has this dark heart. But more importantly, if he does have these ill intentions that I cannot stop, then I must stop him. That is truly all I know about his abilities. I don't know why he's worked with Bardly, or why he was working with them.
I want to insight check to see if he really doesn't know why his brother has been trying to kill him since they were
Okay.
teenagers.
Yeah, go ahead and run an insight check. Lincoln, whatever. I'll let you take charge of this. This is all inter-party stuff, so.
All right.
13.
Downtime, right? No.
Yep. So yeah, with the 13, you sense that he's been told, but he doesn't understand it. So there is, I'd say that you can pick up some deception, but there's this earnest tone to his voice.
I don't believe that you don't know why your entire family is trying to kill you. And pardon me if I seem presumptuous, but to be quite honest, I'm not really buying it. Unless you want to give me more information on why they're trying to kill you, or if somebody told you something.
All I know, when Breck drew his dagger on me, he told me that I was a disappointment, that I do not have the same love for chaos that he does.
That's it.
That is it. But it doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. I still don't know if I believe you or not. Alright, your turn, little man. Why are you so afraid?
I don't know what's going on here. I don't feel like I feel like that couldn't have been understated more. I didn't know anything that was going on until I got
Then
here.
why did you end up taken to an underground, for better or worse, town in the middle of the snowy tundra?
Because my mentor told me to get the hell out of town and arranged for it. And I didn't question her.
So let me get this straight. You two have absolutely no clue where your problems stem from.
Oh, I know where my problems stem from now. It stems from that fucking Baron that Lucian and August have to deal with.
So you want me to help kill a Baron?
That's where my problems stem from. I'd like your help in at least trying to get my family out of trouble. My family's still back there, and I'm not gonna leave them behind.
I'm not gonna ask you to kill anyone. That is up for you to decide. But
What do you want, then?
well, I see a lot of potential in you, and I think that you can help us in ways that I cannot see yet.
So you have no end goals or motivations?
Oh, I do. I would like to free Mahar from her servitude to the mistress, and Alfega has asked me to look over and protect Lucian and August.
Wait. Alfega, wasn't that the name you were going by?
Yes, that is the moniker I assumed when I was in jail, and I took that name from the unicorn who gave me my powers.
You're making a very bad joke. I just want to let you know that right now. That if you're trying to be funny, it's very, very bad and makes no sense in the context of our conversation.
I
What
mean, you've been
joke?
with him longer. I don't think he's made a joke so far as we've been together.
I think we both know I'm not that funny.
Wow. I need a drink. That is the first time I think I've ever thought I need one.
Then perhaps we can get some at the tavern and bring it out to you.
No. Hold on. You, he's gonna point to York, want me to help start some form of revolution against a weird fucking baron with the mutt and the dandelion looking one, and you want to free your girlfriend from a servitude you don't even know is forced or not, with you having some powers granted to you by a fairy tale creature.
I'm
Yes.
not looking for rebellion. I just want my family safe. They can't stay in Ugnaught, especially with that Baron. And I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to lead a rebellion. I just want them to be safe. I'm not going to leave my family out there to die and take whatever punishment was going to be handed down to me.
How much gold are you offering?
Considering the title that you'll be able to swindle out of it, I know.
I
you
don't
have
care about any title from a fucking human baron.
It's not the title you're gonna get from a human baron. Knowing you, you'll be able to swindle it and make it a freaking drought title, and you know it.
Hey, I'm already as highly regarded as I need to be in Drow society.
I don't believe you. A highly
And-
regarded drow doesn't get stuck in prison for years.
Things happen.
Maybe you weren't as important as you thought you were.
I still don't see how killing this baron is going to help me regain any titleage.
Because you'll probably be able to work with Mistress Vale. Because She wants all sorts of information in that area.
And I could very well work with her, regardless of what I do with your petty surface squatters.
Yeah.
So
We said
again,
you'd
I
help
will
us
ask.
anyways.
I will ask, how much am I going to be compensated?
Well, I have no money, so you can take a commission of whatever we earn.
70%.
You
And
think
that's
highly,
me being generous.
You think highly of yourself.
You can have 70% of what my share is, but I can't promise other people's share.
Seems like I'm worth it to him. %.
He,
I'll give you. You'll get whatever your share is regular. I'll give you 30% of whatever I earn.
%50.
40.
I will go no lower than 50. Not for a toddler in the shape of a man.
Not for the doctor who saved your life.
Something else saved my life. But go ahead and take the credit. I'll even let you have it. 50%.
40% and I give you your blood back.
You took my blood?
Of course I did. How do you think I made the antidote?
He's just gonna look at Lincoln and just, can I kill him now?
no.
How about you give me back the blood and I don't kill you right where you stand right this instant? He's gonna like reach for his dagger. He's not fucking around.
Lincoln's gonna put like a steady hand out, like trying to stop him, but then look over to Yorick. Please give him the blood. You don't need it anymore.
I was using it to keep an eye on it anyway. It was the only way I could figure out whether or not that serum actually worked or not.
Well, let's
I tossed it
ask
to
him
him.
next time.
Didn't really have a choice last time.
That is fair, but we've kept it. And
He'll take it and immediately pour the contents out because that ill. And then also smash the vial.
As soon as you pour the blood out onto the ground, I need you to make a house roll.
Oh shit.
You kept walking for
We
quite a while.
stopped. We stopped.
You
Yeah, he stopped.
Yeah.
You stopped, but you were walking for a hot minute.
Seven.
Okay. Continue.
Oh god.
Do we have an agreement then?
Yes, 50% is the agreement.
Fine.
Wonderful doing business with you, gentlemen.
Delightful.
Let's go celebrate it over a round of drinks. Lord knows I'm going to need one. A fucking unicorn. He's just gonna be muttering to himself as he walks away, just fucking unicorn, a fairy tale story.
Who's the last one to leave this space?
I think we're all somewhat leaving together.
Yeah. So if you want us to make a house roll to see who leaves last,
Not Zunreth.
Not
It's
Zunrith.
between
It
you
would be
two.
It would be between Yorick and Lincoln. If Yorick is probably, I almost imagine Lincoln trailing behind, if anyone. But
yeah, he's probably dejected that he was the one who has to pay a bigger share. So yeah, he'd probably be like, I didn't even take his blood, and I have to pay more money. What the fuck is this?
make a perception check, Lincoln.
Gotcha.
By the way, I when we leveled up, I took observant. So if a 21 passive perception would pick up anything, that would be phenomenal.
Damn.
Jeez.
Shit.
Holy
Fuck.
I
Okay.
accidentally whispered the perception roll, but it's a 15.
Okay. Ooh. You don't notice anything, Lincoln. Zunrith. It was a DC fucking 20. You have a passive perception of 21?
Yeah,
Shit,
I have,
fuck.
because I had already.
Okay, you know what? You
15.
optimized for it. It's gonna make a story point.
Listen, I'm a paranoid motherfucker. I'm a paranoid drow.
Fair.
Ain't
fair.
no way anything's getting past my eyes.
You with your ever swiveling eyes, just kind of out of the corner of your eye as you like watch them kind of approach you behind, maybe a little suspicion still within your head. You watch out of the corner of your eye as the blood on the ground begins to kind of rise to the surface, and you just see it shift through the grass like a snake almost, just going further into the woods. You're muted.
I'm immediately gonna swivel my head at that and oh, what do I do? What abilities did I have? Oh man, I didn't have a
Boy's got snakes in his blood.
Yeah, Lincoln's gonna look over his shoulder to kind of follow what Zunrith is doing.
It's so minute, and I'm gonna stick with what you rolled first.
Yep, that's
I'm gonna
fair.
say, Yorick, you're not paying attention. This was
Fair enough.
very, like, I'm surprised Zunrith got it. Even with
Right.
this passive
How far
perception,
away
that's
am I from
insane.
it?
I mean, you're walking back. You're a good, like, I would say 20, 25 feet away.
Perfect. Ever being the one for overkill, I'm going to use my last second level spell and cast Moonbeam on that motherfucker.
Okay, describe the spell, please.
Just going to wave my hands and just this shimmer of just like kind of again of like kind of a lighter lavender, and the color will kind of get sucked away from the area that, or like light will get sucked away from the area that the blood is currently trying to like get up and start moving in, and then just bright illumination, just big old pillar.
All right, nice. Pillar of light strikes down. All of your eyes are like, it's like when you wake up and your eyes open and it's like bright out and you have to adjust, and there's like a momentary blindness that approaches. There's an adjustment period of your eyes kind of working to try and make sense of what just happened. It's not there any longer.
What was that?
Okay, so I cast the spell and then it just disappeared, or like was there like some like some reaction? Or I have no clue.
I'm just gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. There is no discernible reaction you got.
Cool. I'm going to immediately run over to that spot and see if anything is left behind. If there's like just like a outline of what was the blood that became a smoking cinder or like something.
You look around, and I'm gonna say you get a natural 20 because you're fucking observant feet, and
I mean, you can make me roll perception. I'm actively searching here.
Yeah, well, I just also like I'm just gonna give it to you, but you look around. There is no residue. There is no sign it was ever here.
What did you do to that blood?
I don't do anything to your blood.
I don't believe you. What did you do to the blood?
That
Blood doesn't
was
just get up and walk away on its own.
That blood was heavily tainted with what was essentially wild magic. That blood did whatever it damn well wanted to.
Becomes a
And
blood
you
ichor.
thought to just not say anything.
I tried.
Yeah? Did you?
Yes. Did I not ask you 3 days in a row to examine you further because you had been tainted with...
That's not telling me anything. That's withholding information. If you weren't
Actually-
going to be paying me, I would cut you down right now.
In all fairness, I had never seen it do that. That is the first I've ever seen that.
What did you see it do before?
Nothing. It was just super heavily dosed blood. It was essentially infused with pure wild magic. It could have done anything at any point. Just simply breaking it open must have finally let it react, more or less. I told you you had wild magic blood. in your
You
blood.
said no such thing.
I told you twice. And you ignored me.
Zuna's just gonna storm off back towards town. Also cancel the moonbeam because it's concentration and he's done concentrating.
Okay.
On empty space. You know what? No. He's gonna keep it up there. He's gonna fucking let that tree that he was leaning on just fry for a hot second.
Just this concentrated, just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna run its course until he walks completely too far to keep concentration on it.
Yeah. Oh, you. I mean, distance doesn't matter, but it does eventually run out. I think it's like a minute, right? Duration.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys all make your way back. The question is, you all decide as a group, do you meet at the inn together, or do you meet on the outskirts with August and Lucian drunk as fuck?
We said we were meeting on the outskirts. We went to
Outskirts.
inn, and I was going to carry her back.
Yep.
All right, so you all get together.
You said you want me to carry you back.
Well, hang on. Would me walking to the woods, would you guys have been able to get drunk in that time?
No.
Yeah.
No, I definitely could.
Okay.
And I can walk on my own. I don't need evolution.
No, you don't. You can walk.
No thing I've been trying to do since you were gone.
Is walk?
I feel like with
Is be on my
All of a sudden, there's like a barbarian woman with like just this absolutely like ripped muscles out the wazoo, just kind of with these feathers adorned in her hair that just kind of walks in the building. Just looks over, goes over to the bar and orders a drink, very quietly.
A quiet barbarian?
You're thinking and you're drunk. That's not a good thing to do. I can see it on your face. You're perplexed.
You're out of view.
What?
You're out of shot.
Which language are you
Sorry.
Which language are you trying to speak now? Is it Common or Draconic? Because it looks like your tongue is twisting between the two. You can't decide how you're going to talk.
She grabs the mug and begins to walk out the door.
Lucian,
Hmm.
I don't know if I've ever shared you with this, but I am so very gay.
What?
At that moment, Zunrath is going to barge through the fucking door.
What?
I need you to ignore everything else for now. I'm gonna just need you to be like my wingman. And then we could talk about coming out later.
Okay, sure, you're drunk.
I'm just
you
like
sure?
super cool.
Okay, right.
Right.
All right, yes.
That woman makes me feel things.
Okay,
Don't
you-
say it.
can
Don't
you-
tell anyone I said that.
that you're gay? But then...
This is like
Oh,
every gay
right.
person at a bar, by the way. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is like
So true.
This is like any gay person when you let them get too far into the cups. Like,
Oh.
That's true.
I never let myself go that far.
You
check the DM.
No.
I'm gonna press X to
Al
down
is
that
just
one.
trying to keep his dignity.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've
We
never
will
seen that
allow him
before.
to have that.
Okay, yeah.
Only
Can I
for the
make an
duration
insight
of
check
what
on
is
Al?
recorded of this video.
Can I make an insight check against God?
Yeah, insight on the DM right now.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, let me know what you
Okay.
roll.
I don't
because-
need insight. I've already lived Cal's reality, so
That's
Oh,
true.
that's so
it's
fucking
one of
true.
delusion.
I got an insight of 15.
Oh, okay.
That's not gonna do it.
Hard to read.
Yeah, he's so hard to read.
Yeah, he's totally hard to read. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
especially with the sparkled lace-up open-toe high heels
Yeah.
that I'm sure he's gonna show off
No.
at some point during this stream. No? Okay.
No.
Wow.
Those are secret.
No,
You gotta
no,
keep
people,
the
no, people have to
secret.
pay to see those.
Anyway,
When Junrath eventually walks
nobody-
into this bar, he's just going to point at the bartender and just, I need the strongest elven-made alcohol you have. If you give me any human swill, I will fucking punch a hole through the wall of the room that already has a broken door. And then all I'm going to do is go upstairs, and it's going to be on their tab.
Who's he pointing to when he says their tab?
I'm pointing to you.
Oh, okay. I thought for sure it was gonna be on Lucian and
I think we may have passed them slightly as we're leaving and you're arriving.
I don't know. I don't know whether I arrive and they're still fucking shit-faced in the bar or.
Are you
I'm not
guys going to the
moving
bar?
fast.
Are you meeting at the outskirts?
We're doing a bar thing
We
now.
Okay.
have a plan.
There's
Okay.
there is no
plan.
meeting right now. There is
plan.
there
There's
is
no
bar.
plan.
You
Yeah,
go
I
to-
think it's just meeting at the bar now.
All right, you're going to the bar. Cool. Great.
Yes.
Sooner you make your way in.
No plan.
You talk to August. Continue.
I just need. I need.
Okay, hey!
Lincoln's gonna
gosh
look
dang it,
at
I'll stand up and I'll heave August towards me and start walking towards the freaking barbarian.
I walk
Okay, I'll let you
with
think
some swagger
that. Sure.
Zunrath is gonna
More than
grab
in my
Lucian's-
mind.
While waiting for his drink, Zunrath's grabbing Lucian's drink and downing it immediately.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
Lucian, you go to the barbarian.
Tap on the shoulder.
She had already left. She's outside, so you have to
Right.
leave to go find her.
Yeah.
Okay. You leave to go. You leave and you go outside, and she's kind of hard to miss. She's about probably 6'5", somewhere around there, and she has kind of this like a very coily
Sorry, I didn't
red,
make that noise.
borderline Scottish type hair.
Is she walking quickly?
No,
She's
but
meandering.
there's an elegance to her walk though. It's not the most characteristic thing you would see of a barbarian.
I'm catching up. Hold on.
Zinrat will also probably down August's drink while still waiting for his drink.
Fuck
The bartender,
you.
I heard
We're
you
outside.
say that you needed something elvish. You need something strong.
Yes.
All
Are
right.
you going to waste my time anymore, or are you going to get me my drink?
Just calm down. You know, we're all about having a great experience. He's like
I
grabbing
would
some.
have a wonderful experience if I could get my alcohol and go to my room.
Just
now.
calm down. We'll get you some onyxisha. Now this stuff here is real strong. Quite abnormal. Pours like a nice wine glass full. It looks like a deep. It's kind of a deep red. Hands it
He's
over.
immediately going to chug it down.
Now that there is a fermented excretion from a particular creature.
I need you to pour me another glass, and then never talk to me again.
He pours you another glass.
It's on his tab, and he's going to go up to his room.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way up to your room, which you rent through Vladimir again.
Who loves us? He has bankrupt me.
Listen, I still get the same room with the broken ass door, and I pay my bills, or rather, you guys are paying my bills. So
All right, Lucian, you make your way out. You're able to kind of like catch up with her. It's a little hard because of how much alcohol you've had, but you get there.
I've had a lot less than she has.
Yeah, I definitely start out the moment where I like start out the bar and then I put my arm like I'm trying to hang up against the doorway and I kind of miss it, but then I realize I'm way far behind.
oh no!
And then I'm like, oh shit.
I've
and then I'm
seen-
like, they're way ahead.
I've seen this picture play out too many times in real life. This hurts me so bad.
I'm not that bad. We're good. We're good. Excuse me, poke.
If for this session I'm gonna be a bard,
Yes.
I'm gonna get some chapstick on.
Have you met Augustine?
No, I haven't. I don't know an Augustine.
And I'll look where I pointed, and she's too far back. I mean, that's her. She's a step behind. Sorry. Why don't we meet her together?
You're acting real weird.
Listen, this is kind of my first time doing this, so really
First time doing what?
introducing people to other people in a way that is beneficial to people.
Look here, if you're gonna go through this whole social shenanigans, the least you can do is buy me a drink.
Yes.
God, I hope she said date instead of dick. Because you cut off at the end there, and all I heard was D.
Drink.
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 Drink!
You're wrong on both fronts.
I'm
Buy me a
wrong on
dick.
both counts. But at least she didn't say dick.
The least you can do is buy me a dick.
I thought he said fine, to
Oh.
be fair.
Listen,
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe she's that type of lesbian. Okay, you don't know.
I was like, yes. Buy you a drink. That's what, let's go do that.
You're really
Yes.
not great at this, are you?
No, I'm not. Honestly, I put up a front a lot of the time, and people are convinced by it, but,
It's
yes,
a very poor front.
yes, I know. Well, no, because the front in regards has me, not doing this part of it. So,
You really should quiet down. Let's go get that drink.
that's a great idea. That we should do that. Now.
She kind of like walks with you. She's not looking to charge ahead or prove anything. She's just very
Confused.
like, what? Yeah, I wouldn't even say confused, just kind of like, great, another odd one. Like, maybe annoyed more than anything else.
I'm sorry, my elegance is not normally how it is. I've had a little bit to drink, kind of dealing after a hard day.
You have
you know,
elegance.
Yes, I do have elegance when I choose to. Or at least I'd like to hope that I
Make a persuasion check.
I do. Mm-hmm.
With that last bit, it's got to be at disadvantage, right? Or at least self-impose it on yourself.
Where's my thing? Hold on.
17.
Maybe she finds my stupidity charming or cute or something. I don't know how this works.
You better hope not cute, because that's August.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
A new reason for them to fight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. All right, so what'd you get?
17. Yeah, 17, because I decided to give myself disadvantage, and the other one was a 22, so...
Well, I guess we all have
17.
bad days.
Yes, so anyway, like I was saying, this is August. She, is a lovely woman and found you inspiring and wanted to meet you.
Inspiring. What about me was so inspiring, might I ask?
She found your walk to have a regal elegance to it.
Are the three of us, Yorick, Lincoln, and Zunrith, are we able to see or hear any of this? Or is
Zunrath's
this all
in his
outside?
bedroom. Zunrath's gone.
Zunrath
Okay.
is gone. But Lincoln and
Is
York
also
are in the room.
observant, so he could probably hear
Yeah,
from where he is.
I hope no. You know what? Zuna's turning off his ears for tonight for this one. He's had enough cringe for today. He's got like those like old early 2000s airline earplugs in, just like
Oh gosh.
Okay, so can Yorick and Lincoln see or hear any of this, or is this all happening outside and at a distance?
It's I would say it's close enough to the door that you can overhear it.
Okay.
They're coming inside.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, Lincoln will just kind of look over at the door, really confused.
So, regal elegance was the last thing
Okay.
said.
Regal, elegance. Interesting choice of words. Which one is she?
She's right there. Yep, I mean,
The one,
I thought we got to her
the
at
one
this
with
point.
the one with her head in her hands.
Yes. Apparently she does not like the words I'm using. We should talk to her. I think she might be a bit nervous.
I'm sorry. That's my brother.
Really? So you're related?
Not by blood, thankfully, sometimes.
I see. Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Right.
Cute
Who,
head. She kind of takes a seat next to you.
Oh, we're inside now? Okay.
Yep. I mean, you're talking to her. I assumed August was inside.
was kind of in the doorway doing that whole like
Oh,
trying to be sexy at the doorway.
okay.
I thought you were hammering after us. I thought you were walking behind us, so that's why I was confused that you weren't there.
Alright, well, I mean, you're talking to me. Are you gonna ask my name, or am I just mystery woman?
I'm sorry. What's your name?
You can call me Nalia.
Nalia.
Yeah.
I'm August, if my brother didn't already tell you.
So you go by August, not Augustine?
Did you tell her my name was Augustine?
If that's
Right.
not apparent.
Yes, I prefer August. I also told my brother about 10 seconds ago that I found women attractive. So forgive his...
Is that the first time you've said that out loud?
Yes. To me, anyway.
Excuse me. I think I'm going to go back to my rooms and die of embarrassment.
No, you do that. I'll do that. You
And I'll
stay
start
here,
to walk
and I'll
away.
push her back down, and I go stand up and go to the bar.
You you sit her back
Sorry.
down.
I am laughing at Yorick. Or not, Yorick is laughing at Lucian. Sorry, words.
Lincoln is just gonna shift uncomfortably as Lucian sits down. It's like, so
I just go stand at the bar. Just. I don't know what to do right now.
I haven't
Lincoln
seen
will
my
go.
brother in more than 5 years. Sorry, didn't mean to get you mixed up in this.
I think you need to worry a little less. You'll be fine. Take a breath.
Right.
Oh, we got 2 drinks, bartender.
Alright, sure thing. We'll just get those right on up. What type of drinks you want?
Yes.
That's not an answer.
Yeah, just alcohol. It's good. Yeah.
Pours like 2 shots of like wall whiskey.
Bigger than that. Not shots, what? But something to guzzle.
Right.
I mean, I
makes sense.
kind of thought he knew. Sorry, I shouldn't say anything. I should stop right now. We don't want to hear that. Sorry, Nalia.
Why are you apologizing so much?
Because I am pretty drunk.
Hmm. Well, that's no secret.
Yeah,
We all have
No,
moments
I'm-
like this.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your evening. Hope you have a good evening. I'm going to go be embarrassed in my room for the rest of the night. Thank you for paying attention to me.
This is also an interaction that I have seen at the
I
bar
know,
in real life.
it's so real.
Oh man.
And then she runs upstairs on her own.
As you kind of run, she kind of says, "You're cute, flustered."
I'll come back with the 2 drinks and be like, so that's yours. This was hers. I think I'll keep this one. That happened.
I just kind of run up to my room and I put my covers under, like, over me. And I just bury my face in the pillows and covers and hope that eventually my shame fades away.
Zunrath is
The
just
window
going
breaks and her twin enters the room. Just kidding.
Zunrath is just going to yell from his room at August. You're really bad at flirting.
My charisma is 18. Shut up.
What?
I don't know how to be gay.
Lucian, I'm really gay. I need you to be my wingman. 18 charisma, 13, go.
No, I'm totally good at this, you guys.
She didn't
I
even
don't
use
know
the
what
inspiration.
I don't
She
know
didn't
what
even do the Nordic
18
inspiration.
charisma means, but you're still really bad at flirting.
August,
Okay,
go ahead,
for the-
Stone.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have no practice with women. Except for horse girl, and that should really explain everything.
Insight to see if she means Solanine by horse girl.
Sure.
Because I have not seen them interact with anybody else.
You do
Well,
not
you called her
need.
horse girl.
You do not need an insight check to know that
Your wisdom is
Solanine
high
is
enough.
horse girl.
You'll put it together. You can
Okay.
put it
Her horse
together.
girl
Okay.
first.
I literally wrote her in the backstory as horse girl.
Yeah, that's why she was so awkward. Okay, so
Sorry,
no,
didn't
you're
mean to
good.
derail.
That's
Oh, you're good.
That was
incredible.
amazing.
That's incredible to know.
All right, so Lucian, you're talking with Nalia. Sooner is in bed. York and Lincoln, what are you up to?
I am just laughing, drinking, and I'm going to go find a place to sleep. 'Cause
Okay.
I have like no money.
Okay.
I think we've already paid.
There's definitely room in my room since Solanine is no longer there,
Sure.
and she is too drunk to care if you take Solanine's bed. Just putting that out there.
Meta. We're metaing this shit.
Sorry, that is meta, but at the same time, just
If-
letting
That's
you
okay.
know.
Little
If
meta.
you
the
do
situation
decide to
is.
break into Lucian's room to sleep, it's gonna be really weird, so let me know if you do that.
Lincoln is going to.
You're muted.
Sorry, I
Hear
was-
Lincoln.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
continue.
sorry. Lincoln is going to sit down, go over to the table that Lucian and Nalia are at, and said, "Good evening. Can I join you?"
Sure. Enough of you
There
weirdos
you go.
over here.
Yeah, well, thank you. So he'll sit down and he'll look at Lucian oddly, and then look back over to Nalia. Excuse me, I didn't get your name. What's her name?
You can call me Nadia.
Nalia, it is very nice to meet you. My name is Lincoln, and this here is my friend Lucian.
Lucian and I have already met, but appreciate the introduction.
Yes, so what brings you here into the town?
Just visiting. Just had a ship in town.
Were
One of the
you-
workers. Trying to learn a new
What-
trade.
I see. Were you on that ship that was destroyed earlier today?
Oh no, that was quite a spectacle. Got in a little earlier.
Yes, that was quite a scary fright, so I'm glad that you were not part of that. What sort of trade are you thinking of getting into? What do you like?
Well, I'm just trying to, get around the world, and I didn't quite like the space from which I hail, so just trying to get around.
But you don't have a particular trade?
Not exactly at the present moment. Currently kind of figuring out the way that ships work so I can, you know, hopefully captain my own one day.
Ah, yes. You know, that, especially here, that is a good place to learn that trade and try to apply it.
Kinda why I'm here. How about you?
Well, I'm from the north. Just traveling by, passing through. But yes, we have planning on trying to go south a little bit more, but we currently don't have a ship.
Right. Well, if you're trying to travel by water, I can try to talk with captain of mine.
Oh, that's... You wouldn't get in trouble by asking that type of favor, would you?
No, she's a real interesting woman. Doesn't really take offense too easily. Can't really with sailors.
That is true. Well, we would be deeply indebted if you were to do that. If you like, I can offer you another drink, at least as way of thanks.
I'll take a second drink from you all. How many are in your crew, just so I know how to ask?
There's 5 of us.
5 total. All right. I assume all of you are willing to do physical labor while you're on board?
At least 4 of us are.
If we do have someone who's a little, let's say, squirrely, would you allow for maybe some extra effort to make up for it?
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Well, if we have a particular type of passenger who is not very agreeable because they're not here to actually say that they will do the physical labor, so I don't know how they'll respond, but in case they are a little reluctant, would you allow us to, the rest of us to pick up the slack?
I'm sure we can work something out. It primarily was just a way to try and get you guys on easier. Sometimes, you know, if you offer a little service, it's easier to get on the end. More so than coin, sometimes service is valuable.
Well, I will get these hands dirty if need be.
Fair enough.
What drink do you like the most?
I kinda just take what I'm given. I don't have a particular preference. I enjoy pretty much everything that's thrown my way, to be honest.
Do you like what you're drinking there?
I don't think my experience of taste is the same as most people's.
What's something you're more familiar with?
In what way?
You said it's not the same as other people. Something will give us an idea of something that would be similar.
Similar, like, drink-wise?
As a drink.
Drink, yes. Something that would be similar to something you would naturally gravitate to.
I'm trying to find out what to order for you.
Oh. She kind of like looks at the bar, and there's very much like a, you can see there's there's an intellect behind the eyes, but kind of not used to this kind of selection, I guess. She kind of looks down and kind of examines what everybody in the room and kind of points nonchalantly to somebody in the corner. Whatever that person's having looks similar to something that we have. You can see it's probably some kind of, it looks like some kind of cocktail type deal.
Okay. Yeah. Link will say, excuse me, and he will get up and go over to the bar and say to the bartender, could we get another one of those? Pointing to the same one that Nalia pointed to.
Right over there, that's a rough sunrise. We can get that right up for you. Just a second here. He kind of goes back, starts mixing a few things, makes a little umbrella drink.
Could you make a second one, please?
Rough sunrise is followed with a morning disappointment.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Lincoln?
He just asked for a second one.
Okay. Makes it for you, brings it over.
How much do I owe you?
You know what? I'm just keeping a tab. Vladimir said y'all were interesting people and you like to just, rack up the bill a bit. So I'm just gonna put it on tab and we'll come back to it later.
Very well.
Guys, we are so screwed when we leave this inn.
You guys are gonna have to pay a massive bar tab.
I've already paid all of it.
Zura's not paying a cent.
I have no money left.
Lincoln
I paid
will.
damages.
This bitch is tequila sunrise as long as none of you take her to bed.
Lincoln will take the 2 drinks and he'll set it in front of Nalia.
Right.
Please enjoy.
Thanks. She takes one. Oh! That looks like the same thing, but that tastes very different. It's good. It's good. Don't worry. Just was not quite what I was expecting.
Well, my apologies.
Don't apologize.
Well, I want to make sure that you enjoy
You
it.
all say sorry way too much. Take up your fucking space.
Fair point. Yeah, he'll just drink the other one. Yes, I agree. This is quite. It doesn't taste how it looks.
I don't know, what does the color orange taste like?
I'm used to something a bit nuttier.
Yes, it's.
Excuse
it
me,
is still
bartender,
good.
can I get your peanut butter milk stout, please?
She kind of downs the drink. Well, it's been good talking to y'all. But I think I'm gonna start heading to bed.
Yes, of course.
Quite.
Nice meeting you. Sorry about the whole... we're saying sorry again, but hope you weren't overwhelmed with the whole dynamic that just happened.
I don't mean this to sound rude, but it's not something I'm not used to.
Oh. Well, we do appreciate your help with the ship thing.
Yes. Where can we meet you tomorrow, or would we need to meet you at another time?
I'll be around here in the morning. Just we'll meet after everything. Breakfast, something like that. We're not leaving early tomorrow, so if you're at least going on a ship.
Zuna's gonna stumble down the stairs at this point and just be like, the rest of the bottle. Still on his tab.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rest of what bottle?
The one that you gave me, the one where you said something shit out the grapes,
Onyx
or whatever this that I was drinking.
He kind of grabs the glass and does a sniff. Ah, okay. You're the one who ordered that Onyxisha. Got it. Goes over. I'll be happy to put this on the tab for you. Just hands you the bottle, takes the stopper. I need this though.
You should talk less. And then he'll just take the bottle and go back upstairs.
kind of, you overhear him talking to the next person. I don't know what his deal is. He probably just had a rough day. I've been told I'm quite charming. He just kind of goes back to work. Nalia kind of gets up and just kind of downs it. Oh, thanks for making my sleep a little easier. Hope you all have a good night.
Yes, likewise.
Yes.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for all that.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Right. And she just kind of turns and leaves. Vladimir, you over here? Of course we'll set you up. Just one moment. And brings back a key. She heads on upstairs.
Now, is the broken door swinging open at this time as she walks past, or...
Now that she's gone, Lincoln says to Lucian, by the way, as you can see, we have Zunrith back, but I apparently needed to offer him 70% of what I've earned, or what we earn in the future. And Yorick owes some other percentage.
You didn't just give him a flat, arbitrary amount instead of percentage?
Well, no.
You know what we're trying to do, right? And I and August have claim to it. You could have just said, we'll pay you 1,000 gold.
Do you think he would have bought that? Plus, I don't know how much money your nation has.
Well, here's the thing. We're gonna go kill a baron. More than likely either assume the barony or take his treasury and disperse it. And then there's a dragon to deal with, and dragons are dragons. So we'll probably get it. But that being said, you're doing percentages?
Yes. Well, I'm not doing this for the money.
Right. Why are you doing it?
For Mahar and for Alfegna.
Okay.
Alphegus, in particular, said, you and August need help.
Well, you've talked to us, so...
Yes. He told me he needed help before I saw for myself that he needed help.
Oh. Interesting. But yeah, I'm sure we could assist you in the logistics of compensation.
Well, as long as there is enough for me to just continue surviving, and as long as eventually Mahar is free, and if I at least am fulfilling what I owe Alfega for the powers he gives me, that is all I need. I will not ask for 1,000 gold.
Don't worry. If it is the thing, what we find in the Baron holds, he doesn't actually have a child and has done something with it, then I lay claim, as far as I know, to his treasury, and could disperse it how I wish. Therefore, it would be mine alone, and I would determine share size. So, to each will be given what they are owed, and then it'll make things a little simpler.
That is fair. You know, if you end up not liking Zunrith, you could just give me 10 gold, and then he'd get 7.
Well, that would fall within the agreement, wouldn't it? But I don't think that would fly for very long if we're going to be traveling together for a while.
That is fair.
Also, something I think Sunrith might like more than gold in the future. But we'll get there.
Well, if he had something I could have used to entice him better, that would have been nice to know beforehand, but...
Oh, I don't have it now, so I can't. Sorry.
No, that's alright. But, yes, we need to... We need to talk better.
Probably. And now I'm thinking Zunrith might actually be hearing all of this.
He might be.
Well,
It's still ultimately up to him if he wants to come along.
alright, well, anything else that you had in the conversation with him?
He just wants to know our angles. And how it benefits him.
Okay. Sure, we'll have that discussion then. Maybe
Well-
have I had it with him already? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I told him my angle, and I gave him compensation.
Okay.
So, if you would like to divulge more with him, that is up to you.
Right. I'm sure that he's going on a basis of him only having deals with you, but know that, you know, I support you in these deals, so do not feel as though you are hung out to dry here.
I appreciate that, but I only made the agreement not expecting to hang it on you. I figure that it is unfair to promise anything of you when you're not there to agree to it. And I will not do that to you.
Oh, it seems to be getting late.
Yes.
Since we're not running out of town tomorrow, we should probably take a safer route. Something a little more leisurely. Like the boat,
Hopefully that works out.
hopefully. It's preferable to walking. Or to feeding a horse.
Yeah. Plus, I feel kind of bad destroying the other boat, so figured the least I could do is try to find another one.
I don't think... Sure.
Alright. So, you all eventually find your beds, your night's rest. As you look out the window, Lincoln, the blue moon is full. And in sleep, you hear Alphega's voice drifting to you. The images of the people that you now know, your party members, are in front of you, along with hundreds of other people. Some of who you recognize from your past, others look entirely foreign. And you can see that thorns begin to crawl up each person. And eventually they begin to tear and crumble everybody to dust. There's a blackness that kind of fades over as Alphega's voice takes hold. Zunra, as you go to sleep, you hear a familiar voice.
Thank you for the donation of blood, my dear. I have a task for you.
As Gethel Beatrix finds her voice in your head. And that's where we'll end session tonight.
Cool.
Nice.
Stop
So-
stealing my blood!
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.